Faxpiration question, which we are now up over 500 Faxpiration questions. Orf really likes Faxpiration questions.
The doc got updated?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. All right.
Some of them are a little extreme, like list 10 things that inspire or motivate you. I feel like maybe 3.
I don't know if I could do 3.
I know in his games, he has everybody answer them.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I got some D&D to play, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to give you a bunch of therapy questions. What are 3s? Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
You're a top tier therapist.
I kind of like this because we were just saying therapist, and this is the question. So I'm gonna change the question from 3 to 1. What is A, and then how can you reframe it? Okay. All right. So what is a self-defeating thought that shows up in your self-talk? How can you reframe it to encourage yourself instead? Remember, this is your character.
They used to be easy. What ice cream would you make if you could make an ice cream?
For some people, that is very hard. Some people can't picture an apple in their mind, only the concept of an apple. It's different kinds of brains. All right, so while you ruminate on what is the self-defeating thought that shows up in your self-talk, how could you reframe it to encourage yourself instead? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead then and let me turn the music up. Sorry, you guys might have to turn the music down. It's coming in so low. There we go. All right, does anybody, for a recapspiration, want to sum up what happened last week? Keeping in mind that we are going to do a little revisionist history. It's very awkward to have Wayne come back right as we lose David IRL. So David's coming back, but he's gone for possibly, well, tonight for sure, maybe another week. We're not 100% sure yet. So it's weird to have his character show up and then, like, I don't know how he wants the character played, and, you know, like, that kind of thing. So we're going to say that you saw what had happened to Wayne, but he ended up going with the Cold Shoulders for now. So you're down in PC, but I think it makes a lot more sense narratively for him not to come back until David is here to play him in full. So just sort of in your recap, just keep that in mind. So if anyone's interested in doing the recap, go ahead and roll a d20.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what we all did. Did we do much?
Yeah.
I just remember shopping and then going somewhere, and then that was it.
I'll give it a shot.
Don't forget the obelisks.
Yeah, I mean, mine would be like 3 sentences long.
All right, Anne, take it away.
Okay. Previously on Curse of Strahd Nightfall, we come back to us at the hut of Paula Isaga's hut, you know, still recovering from the battle that we just had. We Cold Soldiers were there to watch us while we spent some time deliberating on whether we should just leave now or take a night's rest. There was some back and forth there. We decided to stay the night and take camp in the by the hut while the Cold Shoulders watched the camp while we rested. After that, we told them to go and find the spear, I believe. No, we told them to go kill the hags that have been pestering our dreams. We can have a backup plan with the magic circle thing, whatever Victor was talking about with his magic, which, you know, that's the backup. But for right now, you know, they're supposed to be helping us do stuff according to what Strahd has told them. So they're gonna go and try and find these hags. He tried to ask us how we got rid of the first one, and I didn't want to say how we got them. I think that's something I don't want them to know about. I don't know, I just felt like I shouldn't tell them. Anyways, they went about their business while we went and try to make our way back to Valakai to get some rest, heal, see if we could do something about Robin's arm, which apparently grew into a vine tentacle thing, which is one thing. On the way there, we did pass by, I think, 2 obelisks that had weird markings on them. Spent some time, I think Taylor spent some time trying to draw what the runes are so that we can have Victor take a look at them once we get back to Valakai. And so, I mean, that's what we did. We made our way back to Valakai. When we got there, we realized that the town was actually in really good spirits. They were having some type of festival. And with the festival, a bunch of people that are from out of town came to set up shop. They had some pretty crazy stuff for sale. With the money that we got from Baba Lazaga's chest, we decided to do a little bit of shopping and buy some potions, some gear and stuff like that. Things that we thought might be useful. Especially if we were gonna go, just in case the Cold Shoulders can't take care of these hags, there were some things that might be useful for us to take care of them afterwards. Things that let, I guess, people go into something called the ethereal plane. I guess ghost vision or something like that. Something like that. I'm not sure how it all works.
A lot of Danny Phantom items.
Yeah,
A lot of Danny Phantom items, yeah.
Yeah, the ghost zone.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we got some of those, and then we decided to take some time and rest. I believe we went to one thing that did happen. I think we heard the screams of a bunch of women and children dying. Apparently Rahadin was here. There was like a bit of a stare down between him and Taylor, and I guess there was like some talks about she's not his problem anymore, or she's shaking him off or something. I don't know, something about that. Sounded like a pretty clean, bad breakup. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, we decided to squat in Victor's old house to rest and recuperate, and that's where we are now. Apparently, the Walker woman sent her lackeys to come check on us, and seeing us squatting here, they just said, "Yeah, you can squat here." She's given us permission to squat here. Anyways, we were gonna squat here anyways, whether she wanted to or not. So that's what we're doing.
All right, good stuff. Go ahead and get that recap inspiration, and then if anybody is brave enough to answer this very difficult question, roll a d20 in the chat for a d10 bardic that you can use all session, or last all session until you use it all session. Be incredible. Every roll d10 adds to it. Sounds like an extra life item. Let's see. All right, Robin. Going once, going twice.
Yeah.
All right.
So Robin, I mean, kind of a little what we were talking pre-show, even a little bit here. But I think she very much has kind of a voice that just kind of keeps going, "What's the point?" Kind of that nihilistic sort of thing of like, that could be kind of that voice that speaks to her. And kind of, especially kind of being in this place that really flips up a lot of her life pre-programming and stuff. It's kind of like, well, everything she thought she knew about, magic and gods and religion and stuff, like, it's all out the window. And also this place is terrible. And so it's kind of like, well, my dad died, like, maybe he's actually better off. Like, she kind of has that thought of like, he hasn't had to deal, I mean, he just dealt with the one monster and then is dead. So like, I don't know, maybe curling up in a ball and dying. Like, that's kind of that voice in the back of her head. And so I think the thing that's really keeping her going I mean, she has found some purpose out of things, but like the thing that kind of turns that voice around and gives her something to hold on to is that very early meeting with the Vistani people, Madame Ava, who told her specifically not to give up, do not give up. And so like anytime kind of the voice of like just stop and what's the point starts going, like that voice of Madame Ava keeps coming back to her, and she kind of can flip it around, and she's like, you know, there's people depending, there's you know, even though all of this stuff deconstructed everything, there's also people from within this culture and within this world who have prophecy and that kind of thing, and have told me not to give up, and maybe I should listen to them. And so that's kind of how she turns it around.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, you may ask. Man, I didn't know Robert was processing all that shit. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. You may ask the same question of any willing PC or any NPC that you've met during the adventure.
I think I'm trying to think who this would be interesting to know about. I mean, I guess I'm the easy one to keep going back to is Strahd, right? Like
Oh,
he just,
yeah.
you know,
Okay.
learning more about the big bad. Why not? What his internal struggles are.
Thoughts that shows up in your self-talk.
I don't know if I want to know this information.
Ooh, it will be cursed with this meta knowledge. Yes, then you won't be able to use it against him without being a bad role player. The worst fate anyone could have. Yeah.
Unless we can find it in game.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, did you listen to the audiobook? Strahd, Vampire or whatever.
I have. You know what? I have a physical copy of the book that I purchased and have been reading through.
Yeah. The implication was that the juicy mechanical bits that are the most relevant to this campaign were what you deciphered from the book, but you know, the book was pretty beefy, so that's like all the other stuff that maybe wasn't directly important, but your characters would have had access to it if they wanted to read it. All right, so self-defeating thought that shows up in your self-talk. You deserve this, and it's never going to end. That's his self-defeating thought that shows up in his self-talk. How does he Jesus Christ? How does he reframe it to encourage himself instead? Oh man. Let's see. Could it happen to anybody?
Classic.
I thought it was gonna be I was doing the right thing.
Definitely not.
He thought he was doing that at the time.
No.
Oh.
It's not the right thing, but it could have happened to anybody.
Yeah,
Could happen to anybody.
Yeah, that's how he rephrased it.
He was just following orders or something like that.
No, you're making a lot. Nope, that's not it either. Alright, yeah, that's how he gets out. Listen,
Could happen to anybody.
I grew up with a narcissist, alright? I know exactly how they work. Could have happened to anybody, that's definitely what he would say. So, you know. Good times.
That tracks.
Yep. When you... God damn. Alright. Anyways, let me give you your factspiration. Oh, man. Alright, let's see.
I take it back. I'm happy you asked him.
Oh man.
And honestly, like that doesn't actually feel like that much of meta knowledge. Like that mostly feels like stuff that we kind of got from our conversations.
Just having dinner with him the one time, like that tracks. That tracks. All right.
But Strahd, it could happen to anybody. Don't beat yourself up.
let's adjust that self-talk a little, buddy. Oh man.
Like that's the spin-off of this that we all need is Strahd in therapy.
Oh my god. He could just go to the same one that Lucifer goes to or whatever. I don't know if
Yes.
anybody. Yeah. I think she could handle it at this point. I think she could handle it. All right. Let's see. Let's get some music going.
Oh.
All right. The official Bardify Valakai soundtrack. Very sad. There it goes. Everybody gets their sad trombones out. I don't know what instruments are. All right. So I asked at the end of the last session, does anybody get up to anything in the house, or do you all just
yeah, Taylor
grab
does.
that long rest? You don't want to jeopardize that level up. You just like, I'm going to sleep. Like I'm not doing anything crazy.
Yeah, Taylor is gonna look for more books to read because she's read
okay.
The Princess Bride like 18 times.
Oh shoot. Okay. I think I actually have a list of Barovian books. Let me see.
She's looking for something chipper.
Okay. Let me see if I got anything.
Sounds like it's another time through the Princess Bride.
Might be on my tables. Let's see. Wetlands, mountains, roads, toys, castle. Maybe I got rid of it because it was just for the Death House library. So. Here we go. Okay. So looking around the house, let me see. I think he has some books in his study, which is where Jason is vibing right now. But let's see. Does he have anywhere else with some books? Some parlor, dining room, preparation room, pantry, upstairs, gallery, Isaac's bedroom, Victor's bedroom, library. Yeah, so library is gonna be on the second floor. Gonna head there all by your lonesome, unsupervised, without your partner in crime, Leo.
Yeah, that's not an option.
Yeah.
Afford it anymore.
No. I'm wondering if that would like kind of hit hard because you're getting ready to do some sneaking around, some innocent, not causing any trouble sneaking around.
I'm just getting a book. I'm just checking out a book.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
You know?
Let's see. All right. Man, it's been a while since you've been up on the second floor. These tokens I haven't seen in a very long time. All right. I'll take you over to the second floor. I guess I'll drop a camera in there for Dom. For everybody. Alright, so you just kind of head around the hall, and then...
Yeah, the game's paused.
Oh, is it? My bad, my bad. Sorry,
I didn't want to point it out because it's just obnoxious fucking pause button.
It's so huge. I would have noticed
No.
eventually. Not really.
I don't have control of the camera. Of
Oh,
that
really?
camera.
Oh. Okay. It says PC Vision all camera bat. Oh, you're all observer. I would explain that. There you go. Alright, as you enter the library, you see Victor is there as well, and he is looking over the many books in the library. Do you try to stealthily enter the room, or do you,
No,
deliberately
Taylor's not
make
trying
noise?
to be sneaky.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
she'll kind of like open the door loudly, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She's not trying to spook him.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So he turns and he turns and looks at you, and he says, jailer, you cannot sleep or meditate or.
I was just looking for a new book to read.
Yeah. As was I. I have not had a chance to go over my father's books, but seems anything of arcane value or that deals with supernatural or occult activity has been taken by the Walking.
Oh, well, I'm not really looking for something like that. I'm more looking for, just a light read.
Oh, you would like a book that is just stories, yes?
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you recommend one?
Academic. Yes, I have something here. And they select a book that says on the cover, Tome of Stories.
I'll take it.
Right. And
What type of stories are there?
Yeah, it's like Aesop's Fables, but like Barovia edition. No, it's more like Grimm. I guess Grimm's fairy tales. I guess would be more appropriate. Okay. Yeah. So here you go. I'll add it to your inventory.
Thank you. I need something to read. I can't sleep and don't stay up and talk.
Of course. Have a good night.
Should kind of like just sit down in this chair and just start reading it.
Oh, okay, fair. He after a few minutes, he kind of turns to see that you're still there, and he says, "Oh, you're going to read it here. Oh, that's fine.
Is that not okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You're welcome here in my home. Hey."
Yeah, do you see what I did to the sign? They won't sell it on my watch.
Appreciate that. It is hard to really care about the future when I don't know what sort of future I even have waiting for me. Or if there is one.
I think that's something we just gonna have to figure out after we finish what we need to do.
And he absently picks at his face. Says, yes. Well,
what would you want to do?
I have always sought freedom from this place, from Barovia, from my parents, from my family obligations, from living in the massive shadow of an adopted brother who is more monster than man. I thought that magic would be a way out, but it ended up being so much more than that for me. I never felt more alive, more engaged, more here than I do when I am manipulating the arcane. I don't think I will be able to stop my studies. It will likely consume all the days of my life. I found myself distracted by Irene. I thought that perhaps I had fallen in love with her, but that is the fanciful daydreams of a boy.
Well, does she feel the way back? Did you ever tell her?
I did not. I thought that there was never a good time, and that it would just be a distraction. And also I was scared. Scared that she would be very kind, but not feel the same way. Which would be harder to bear than if she was cruel. But now she is beyond my reach. I was unable to defend her, I was unable to save her. Now I'm working for a man who's tormented her soul over and over again for untold centuries. It made me wonder if maybe in some previous life there was a Victor and an Harinia that were happy for some small amount of time.
Well, I mean, you talk like it's already over.
I mean, look at me, Taylor. I am ruined.
I mean, look, if I can love Jenny, then anyone could love you.
Well, I will find a way to fix this, and I will find a way to save her. And so I continue my search, and he turns back to the bookcase.
But I mean, you look kind of cool now. You know, like...
Without turning to face you, you do hear a slight smile in his voice, and he says, well, I certainly look like my big brother, but I had no idea that there would be so much pain. Perhaps that is why Isaac was such a bastard. He was dealing with pain like this since he was a child. At least now, in death, he is freed from the pain and the fear. Though, from what we've learned, he's not free from Barovia.
Spent with all my time with Jenny and her like alchemy pursuits. Do I know of like a remedy for like burns?
Ooh, if burns this bad, it would require high level magic or magical effects. Yeah, like well outside of any like normal cures. Like he definitely should be seen by like a skilled healer to, you know, stave off infection and like help with the healing process, but he's always just gonna have like very terrible burns on the face and neck area.
Well, since we're going to the tower after this, maybe we could convince everyone to stop by Jenny's. She might be able to. She's a healer. There's some sort. She could maybe help you with the burns, the pain at least.
Sure. That sounds nice. I don't want anything that will dull my senses. The pain is helping my focus. And when he says that, you hear like the wood of the staff that he carries in his left hand, like almost creak with the pressure he's putting on it. All right.
Taylor's gonna get up. She's gonna go down to the kitchen and she's gonna find some booze, if there's any.
Okay.
And she's gonna try and make Victor just get drunk and calm down.
All right, fair enough. The guards and crew that came through the house probably took anything good to drink, but you could find like cooking sherry and maybe some like low end like, you know, vodka that they might use for like cooking or you know, things like that. If you want to bring that up.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
yeah.
she'll try.
Okay, sure. when he sees what you have, he kind of grimaces a bit, but he nods, and you guys start to take shots of just the lowest quality alcohol, maybe in the whole campaign, because it's just meant for cooking purposes. You realize very quickly the strat is to just drink a lot of it quickly. Then the flavor doesn't matter as much. Soon enough,
try to make like a game out of it so he gets it out as fast as possible.
Okay. Yeah. So soon enough, he is drunk, and he is exhausted, obviously, from everything that's happened, and he just sort of falls asleep, like right there on the rug in his father's library.
She'll find a blanket and like put it over him, but go back to reading.
Fair enough. Okay. Does anyone else have any thing that happens during the night, or do we advance to morning? All right. Morning it is. Right. Damn, bro. So you get rid of one wound, and then he can con save to try to get rid of the. Oh shit! Good for you, bro.
Yeah.
Give up your first turn of combat. That seems pretty bad. Extra damage whenever you're damaged. That seems pretty bad. Dash action or fall over. We just won't take any dash actions. It should be fine.
Crash, I gotta ask, is this book actually £5?
Oh, it's a beefy ass tome, yeah. It's got full illustrations and everything.
Let me know if either one of those were 18 or higher on the medicine.
Oh, no, one was a 16 and one was a 3.
Alright.
So what are we calling purple porting service? Ant's backpack.
Cardi.
Are we not using the purple porting services sheet now? Or are we just using the party sheet?
I mean, we can.
No, that's empty.
Oh, Taylor, looking
I
for a
can move stuff over to the party sheet.
smaller book, you do find Heart of Midnight. It is a action adventure romance novella with illustrations.
That's perfect. I'll grab that one.
Okay.
But since Victor gave me this one, I do want to read it because she thinks it might be, significant. So I'm just offloading some stuff.
Oh, fair.
But yeah, I'll take that one too.
Send it over to you. All right, so, the next day. All right, we'll say everybody gets up at 6 in the morning. It's the people that slept outside. You are soaked through to the, through your clothes, through your bedrolls, to the bone. Wasn't a great sleep outside, being that it is still Barovia at the end of the day. Yeah. What do you guys get up to today? Anything in particular?
Jason's probably going to need a healer for those 2 festering wounds, or we're not doing anything too quickly.
We'll take her in the morning when we all kind of like meet up. Amanda says she wants to stop by Jenny on the way to the tower.
Yeah. Also, Anne's probably gonna need a healer to get rid of this injury on the arm.
So we talking like we're going to Jenny, or as we hobble out into the hallway?
Well, Jenny is a type of healer, and Van Richten is a doctor, so you could find, luck with either.
Yeah, we just got to make the journey there.
All right, Anne and Robin, peeking over the fence are some guards. They are encumbered. This cracks me up. The guards call out to you and they say, "Oi, hey, you there?
Yeah.
It's early yet. It's good to see you roused, so I don't have to do the rousing myself." The other one looks at him like, "Damn, bro, you brave." His armor starts to shake for some reason as you approach. It's like a rattling sound. He must have not put his straps on tight this morning. He looks at you, feeling somewhat safe with the fence in between the two of you, like a small dog, and he says, "Lady Walker's calling on you. Says you're welcome to come over for breakfast."
Okay. Turns around.
Should I tell her you're coming?
We'll show up if we show up.
And the other one says, "Hey, listen, we did what we were told to do. There's no reason to push, right?" All right. Good day. They clank away. I guess to be respectful of Anne's condition, Victor will bring the map outside for you guys to look at, or maybe on the kitchen, kitchen counter by the window, so you could look in through the window. There we go. Don't want to get the map all wet. All right, we'll head over to the map table.
Moved everything over to the party sheet.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Sounds like you're thinking Tower and Jenny. You guys want to do a fast travel there, or do you want to fish for encounters, or try your luck? Do you want to make two trips, one to Jenny, sleep, and then one to the tower?
I mean, Jenny's on the way to the tower, so we might as well use Jenny as the stopping point before the tower, right?
Yeah, might as well. That's what I'm asking. You can do a 2-day journey. I don't know if you're in that much of a hurry yet, so.
I don't think we feel rushed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have plenty of time.
All right.
We still have 1,000 gold left if there's anything you want to buy before we leave.
I mean, Jenny, she do have a business.
Yeah, Jenny has a business we can look at. Get more potions, too.
Okay.
So Jenny is 10 miles, 6 of which is by road, 4 of which is by forest. That's a pretty fast trip. You do pass through one crossroad, though. Does anybody have reduced speed for any reason? Or is everybody moving at the normal 30 average speed?
No, Robin's pretty healed up at this point, so she's not slowed down.
Sweet. Okay. Then it's only gonna take 5 hours to get there. Plus the crossroads. So you could just roll 6 random encounter checks or 2 checks for travel, keeping whatever results you get.
What are you thinking, Gabe? I'm feeling a little risky.
I'm pretty indifferent, so if you're feeling risky and everyone else is, on board, I don't mind.
We're not anywhere near where our final hunts are, right?
Not particularly, no.
I mean, one check could be in the forest, right? We could get the bear.
I mean, the animals do roam a bit, so, which is to say they can show up on random encounter tables for their biomes, anywhere the biomes are. But
well, I guess I could use my ability, whatever it's called, to
Seek it.
To seek it. It's dropped off my.
But do we even care about the animals anymore?
Oh. Does staying at Jenny's house count as a outside sleeping area for the Seeker?
for the Seeker,
I mean, she is just a hut.
yeah, I would say yeah, that would work. You'd have to go off a ways from the hut, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely did not get a long rest the previous night.
You got a long rest before we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm now going on more time.
I mean, you still sleep, you just don't get a long rest.
Yeah, you just don't recharge
That's
your
true.
abilities. Yeah, you're
So
still
you
getting
can't-
sleep, but you're
So
just
it camp for you.
Yeah, you camp at sanctuaries, and rest not at sanctuaries. You're
That's
you're like reverse of everybody else.
I'm reversed. I mean, I'm open, but I mean, you know, if we go random encounters, then I'll use my ability to ping for the bear a little bit while we go, I guess.
All right, let me see these
But
results.
do we want to heal up first before we start doing that? I know Leo still has his 2 festering runes. I still have my messed up arm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not healing at all unless I drink a potion of healing. So
Well, I mean,
You
in
don't-
that case,
you're
we
not,
just
you're not getting
fast
any heal. You're not getting
All
any
right,
healing
so-
on the long rest, or because of the festering
Uh-uh.
wounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
All right.
looking at Leo, he's still at like 10, you know.
Hey, I got some temp HP
Looking at who?
from Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, not Leo, Jason. Ooh, look at the party sheet.
All right. It sounds like it would not be wise then to roll for random encounters. So, but yet you were still feeling a little risky. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see the
I
votes.
have.
Let's
Yeah, we
see-
have
no-
Ann.
Nobody's
So
voted. Nobody's voted yet.
Oh wait, there's a vote going.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
What
I didn't
Yeah.
know the vote.
I
I
was-
thought we were
okay.
just deciding.
Oh no, it's even. All right, we'll let RNGesus decide. This will represent the NPCs, all those NPCs you have. All right, odd. So fast travel.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So let's see. For the fast travel, we will randomly select 2 of you to do the deed. Let's see. So you're actually over here for now. All right. There we go. So Robin and then Anne. Right? No, Taylor. Robin and then Taylor. Yep.
Okay, this is a D20.
Yes. Well, it's not. Well, I mean, it's check. Whatever check you're gonna root, right? Because you're.
Oh,
Yeah.
How do you love the travel?
Oh, but the D20. Yeah, I'll take that for your weather. That works. So that is a +2. So it's a DC 16 journey. I only have to make 2 checks.
in that case, I mean, I'll use perception as we're going, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I will use athletics.
To move the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Here,
Okay.
you're the new purple with me.
I got a
Alright.
+8 to it.
Yeah. So Fantastic. 24 is more than enough, so that is one success. All right, Taylor, what are you doing?
Taylor's gonna use stealth. She knows these parts of the woods pretty well.
Okay.
And she's gonna go through navigate everyone through the natural ditches and nooks and crannies.
Sounds good. Okay. 11 is not going to
Well,
do it.
I do have advantage on stealth if I'm obscured.
Yeah.
I don't know how that applies
Yeah.
into these.
Because you're going to be on the road for like some of the journey, you know what I mean? This is kind of encompassing like the whole.
Well, is it
shebang.
misty out?
What does the weather say?
The weather was moderate today, based on the weather roll. So I'm gonna say Mask of Shadows not gonna help with this, since you have to keep returning to the road and the party.
Okay.
Yeah. You could take it, or you could use
No,
reroll.
we'll
Let's
take it.
Okay. All right. Give me I need a D100 and another D100. All right, so we got 60 for good and 58 for bad. All right. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay. During your travels, you find a cache of rare fungus that could be used as alchemical ingredients. It is worth, oh my god, 500 gold. Yeah. Too bad you're not heading towards an alchemist or herbalist that could purchase it from you. Jeez, that'd be really useful if you could.
Alright,
And
add it to the sheet.
50 gold per level. Whew, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. And then your last exciting, or maybe more exciting thing. Chilling winds. Okay, so everybody's got to make a con save, or you lose, or you gain exhaustion, but you're heading to a place where you should be able to get a long rest, so it shouldn't be too bad. It is a DC 16 Constitution save. Oh, I guess not everybody would be well rested either because of all the shit you guys have been dealing with. Oof. Okay. So.
Taylor is well rested.
Yeah, Robin is
Okay.
well rested.
All right.
Oof.
So then you would take a point of exhaustion from the chilling cold, the chilling winds. They sap the warmth from your bodies. These chilling cold winds. All right. So that's an interesting journey. Not too complicated. And then you guys would arrive at Jenny's. Just the 5 of you, I guess. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Check the scene. I don't want any painful memories. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of painful memories here. All right.
Party's so small.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning all over again. So few
Ruby,
of
we
us.
started with like 10 people.
I know. I don't know what I feel about this.
I mean, not particularly positive.
It's like a road of
Wait,
homeless
wait.
people just wandering up to her hut.
Remember your self-speak. Remember your exercises.
I mean, this
Alright.
is
Could have
Lauren
happened to
in this-
anybody.
True.
Gotta show a brave face.
Alright. As you approach, Jenny Greenteeth comes out and says, "Oh, it is you. Taylor, you are still alive. It is good to see that.
Yeah, Taylor rushes up and gives her a hug.
Oh, you are shaking. You
Those
have seen terrible things, yeah?
Yeah, we're pretty bad. We're pretty down bad. Um, we kind of just coming through here. I said we should stop. My friend, he's very burned, and my other friends, they're pretty hurt.
I see. You just missed your friend, Richard.
Who's Richard?
Richard Kleskov. He had a beard and
Oh.
a bandana over his eye. He looked like this.
I don't know Richard.
Oh. He said he knew you. That you were very capable and curious.
Do we know a Richard? Taylor gotta say to everybody.
He's from the inn. Back in Valakai. Jason kind of hobbles up and
he left about an hour ago.
And Taylor, who's well, I've heard much about you, Ginny, but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Jason.
Well, this is my friend Jason.
Leans in. He looks a lot like your friend Leo.
Yeah, we don't talk about Leo. And Taylor just looks really pained when she says that.
Did he lose his memory?
Oh, it's a long story.
And what has happened to this boy? He is so burned.
Yeah, we just got done killing Baba Lysaga. And
you killed Baba Lysaga? I see. That explains why I was visited by my sister last night.
Oh, wait over to Anne. She has a sister.
And shrugs.
I'm guessing I've met her sister, probably.
Oh, you have not.
2 or 3 years?
She has never mentioned having sisters.
I didn't know you had any sisters.
Yes. Susan. Black Eyes. She came to me in a dream last night. She said that she was free again.
Free?
Oh. A prisoner she was of Baba Lysaga. Who had bound her spirits to the many animals of the swamps of Beres, made to exist as all of them. She hunted herself and lived as many, but always Baba would come for her and bleed her dry.
Yeah, that makes sense. Baba didn't seem very nice when we were there.
You have saved my sister from a great and terrible pain. Thank you. You are a good girl. Perhaps the time will come when I shall see both my sisters again.
Oh, there's another one?
Yes.
Oh, where's she?
He is far away in the mountains to the south. She has work to do.
Well, we may end up going there, so maybe I'll keep an eye out for her.
Yes. I'm sure will. And Taylor, she seems very like she seems like almost kind of like sick a little bit. Like she's just definitely not 100% Jenny.
Is everything alright with you? You seem a little. Oh,
I have an ill feeling, I think. There is much change coming. This happens from time to time. Whenever powerful outsiders come, they always bring about such changes.
oh yeah. My friends, they plan on. We're gonna free the land from Strahd.
Yes? Robin still walks the path of the Seeker, then.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's she talks about it a lot, and she starts starting to grow this weird wooden arm.
Robin will take that as a moment to kind of have as a cue, and
Oh, yeah.
she'll step forward and she'll say, I think I was actually out sick, or not sick, but dealing with family stuff when we were around Ginny. Do we just
Oh.
address her as Ginny? Like
Yeah.
how do we?
It's pretty cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
We had porridge last time. Like,
Okay.
it was a good time.
But she doesn't mind. Like I wouldn't say like I wouldn't call her something. Okay. So Robin would step forward. She'd say, Ginny, I do continue to follow the Seeker's path, but we have heard some conflicting instructions about how to deal with lifting the curse on the lands, and I would speak to you about them and try to understand the motivation and what my path should be going forward. And also there's this, and she'll just hold up her plant arm that is growing in.
Yes. It seems they are invested in your success, Robin.
Who is they?
The Fanes. The goddesses, the spirits of the land. Long ago, when the land was itself and nothing else. Back then, this was a thin place, but not for shadows, but for Fae. Serunos it was called, and fairies, sprites, and other creatures would roam these forests and swamps and the mountains. The elves came, your ancestors, and they lived in harmony. But soon men came, humans from the mountains, giants as well. They warred and fought for dominance of the region. And soon Sarunos was lost and the land was Delmore. The Kavani people, known now as Kavani, though they have had many names, they bested the giants and claimed the lowlands, the plains, the forest, the swamp. They lived a long time before the Lord of Castle Ravenloft came and changed everything. Kavan was the leader. Kavan, the Blood Lord, some would call him. How ironic that in their desperation to be rid of him, they gave over the lands to a true Blood Lord. At least the beginnings of one. It is a sad tale, which by now I'm sure you know. The warring factions within the Kavani, the Druids, now known as the Faithless, they offered their services to the Dark Lord and his invading army, for they saw no future under Kavan's rulership. And the Dark Lord promised them much, including religious freedoms. In exchange, they performed the ritual of binding and infused him with the powers of the land, powers that belong to the Fanes, those ancient goddesses who the Faithless felt had abandoned them. Such a ritual made the Dark Lord nearly invincible. He easily bested Kavan and claimed the region. But once bound like that, well, it was not power he was willing to return. Nor was it power that the Druids of the Faithless asked for to be returned, for they saw in him a new god of sort. He was cruel, and disdain filled his every word, but they were blind. If only they had known that that ritual would bring about such a terrible fate. That later, when the Dark Lord would fall so deeply into darkness, his binding to the land would drag it down into shadows with him. What essence remains of the Fanes is fleeting. The whispered memories of ages long past. But a whisper is enough to convey a word, and a word is enough to inspire change. And so they wait in darkness for the Seeker to come and do what they cannot. return their stolen power. You, Robin Keller, you have been chosen for this task. And should you succeed, you will be rewarded. But more so, the land will finally have a chance to heal. As it does, and its strength grows, the Dark Lord's strength will fade.
Well, that's an interesting point. We had a conversation with the Dark Lord, and he suggested that the land... Well, he suggested that he is the land, and that it cannot heal, even if the rites are completed, while he still exists here and is bound to Barovia.
Yeah, her eyes narrow into two tiny white slits in the hollow, fleshy sockets of her broken face. And she says, such arrogance. A pretender and nothing more. He makes claims that even if the rituals are complete, even if the powers are returned to the land, if their conduits shattered, that nothing would change.
He also, well, he didn't say things wouldn't change, but he said they would not change permanently or for good. That because of his connection to the land, strangely, it may actually just give him more power.
That seems like the lies of a coward who is afraid of having his power stripped from him. Of having...
He wants us to take his power from the land.
What?
And release him from it.
He does not want to be in this prison.
He also talked to us about the ritual required to free the land.
Yes,
to restore the land.
I know some, but not all of the ritual. My memory is jumbled. There is Kavani to the south who would know all the details.
Well, what we have been told so far, our understanding was that we needed to hunt the great creatures, and then utilizing their blood, perform the rituals at the various locations.
Yes.
And just so I'm clear, what Strahd said was that we just needed to do.
We just need a spear, right?
You just need to take the spear of Kavan and just ball up. Just go to each of the stone circles with the spear of Kavan and be like, "Listen, bitch." Yeah,
so
that's
like,
that's pretty much his ritual. Is show up and be like, and just whip out the spear and slap the stones in the face with them.
Yeah,
and
so
Robin,
like, it's either get the blood, go to each power with each stone, and do a ritual with the blood and the stones, or it's get the spear, go to each of those spots, and use the spear on the stones.
Yeah.
Your understanding is that the Fane's ritual breaks the stones, but Strahd's ritual moves the power into the stones because he needs the stones.
Moves it into the spear, right? From the
No,
stone
the
to
The
stones.
spear.
wine stones. The wine
No, the
stones.
stones. The stones.
Oh, the wine
stones. Yeah,
stones,
the
okay,
stones
okay.
themselves will become the conduit. Well, right now they're the conduit of the power, which is why when they are buried in the field,
They'll
they
be
make the field
storage.
super fertile.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Those
they'll
stones,
store their
okay.
power.
Yeah.
They'll store their power.
But-
They'll store their power.
So
Right.
basically, he's saying let's store all of the electricity in the wiring instead of
Yeah,
like
in the battery.
in the battery, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of it turn the conduit into a battery is his thing. Her thing is like not her thing, excuse me. The Fane ritual is shatter the stones after returning it to the land. Then the land has the power, and the stone cannot be used to conduct the power.
I guess
to
I have a
anyone else.
question. Where did these
And-
stones come from? Do we know that?
We don't know. I don't think we know the answer.
You don't know, you just know that they are powerful and they were entrusted to the Order of the Feather for safekeeping, who
Yeah.
buried them in the earth, and then, happy side effect, it made the earth incredibly fertile.
Were
Well,
these
Robin-
stones here back when the Fanes were a thing? That's the question.
Yeah, I think Robin would explain what Strahd said, and then ask Ginny if she knows about the history of the stones.
Victor would
So-
also interject, just to kind of build on what you said, because he feels like Jenny's maybe not getting the whole, like, Strahd says nothing matters unless it involves Strahd. So he's just gonna say, Jenny, the understanding that we have is that we are in a place, a realm of shadows, not where Barovia or Delvor or Ceranos was supposed to be, but somewhere else, and that whether or not he is connected to the land will not release the land from this realm of shadows. It was pulled here with him, yes, but just like these outsiders, just like the Dark Lord, just like any who seek to leave the mist, the land is also a prison. It is only breaking of the curse that can free the land. And he looks at you, Robin, like, right?
Yeah, Robin nods. Correct. Yes.
Jenny, she looks like, well, Taylor, she looks devastated.
Can I kind of insight as she's answering some of this stuff just to kind of make sure?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to kind of know, because you said she seemed a little bit out of it before and like not fully herself. Like, I just want to kind of see how she's processing this and like if there's any.
Yeah. So I guess we gotta go kill this like god thing in order to free the land from the shadow, like Victor says. So that's what we're gonna do.
Wait. There is a creature you can kill that will actually free the land?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
Well, I
something
think it's
called
like
Vampire in the Amber Temple.
Ooh, when you say that, her lips pull even further back from her lamprey-like mouth, and her eyes turn into two small white dots in the flabby, folded sockets of her eyes, and she kind of lets out a hiss, and she says, "That is one of the dark powers."
yeah. I guess
Long ago, when the humans came, there were others. They were not druids, and they were not barbarians or savage folk who lived in harmony with the land. They were different. Wizards and scholars, knights. They built a temple in the mountains. You know it.
They're not.
There they imprisoned things, spirits, gods. Such the folly of mortals to do such a thing. But yet the prison held. The knights who swore to defend it, they were honorable souls who lived in harmony with the Fae and elves of the land, never crossing them or harming the forest without replanting or replacing what was taken. In fact, they did much to defend the folk of Delmore from harm. Those today are the knights of Argynvostrad, whose fates are quite sad. But Vampire is the one responsible for all this.
Yeah, I guess that's where the Dark Lord gets a lot of its power. So, some kind of like contract, and Vampire cursed him.
Is that the source of his vampirism? It would make sense, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
so
Taylor, you must never go there. It is a place of greatest evil.
But I need to go there.
But
Because
you could be lost to me. Worse, you could be lost to yourself. There are temptations there. Easy routes to power, knowledge.
I'm not looking for an easy route, but I have friends that have relied on those powers that need to be freed of them.
Are a sweet girl. You might make a deal for others that you could come to regret. Oh, child, why is it so hard? Could it not be so simple as restoring the power of the Fanes and just ending the life of that miserable despot?
Well, I don't think so. Not from what we've learned.
you'll just come back.
Victor's
I
really
think.
smart. From what we understand, that like he's tried to end his life like several times, but he's just put back in the same cycle.
Because souls here don't actually leave.
That seems like something we would remember.
All I know is if I want to save my friends and free the land, then we've got to go.
Is there?
Oh, also your check, she is extremely difficult for you to read. You don't necessarily think it's because she's being deceptive. It's just that her physiology, her cadence, her mannerisms are so alien that you just can't like get a read on her.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Am I getting? Now that I have my can't stand to be around evil people thing, am I getting any evil vibes off of her that maybe I didn't get before?
No, she
Okay.
she has no malice in her heart.
Especially with her having a couple of sisters, I think there was some internal worry that sprang up. That
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like,
she's very much a hag. Like she's
Yeah.
definitely a hag. Yeah.
but if they can
But
be
a good
not
hag.
all evil, that's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
I see. Well, this is much to think about. You are welcome to stay here the night. I must replenish my stock. Your friend Richard, he purchased much. My coin purse is quite full. I should
What
be
sort of
able
things
to
did he?
buy reagents from people who bring them to me if such fortunate events could transpire.
Got some fungus
What's
here
Oh,
and some herbs.
sometimes the fates are not so cruel. Let me see.
I don't think I ever met this Richard. It's weird that he talk about me.
Let me see. I think I got her shop. Hold on. I think it survived all of the the horrors of. Dang, she's so man, she's so encumbered. Oh my god, it's like the bitch carrying a whole store or something.
Stimulating. Oh no.
All right, are you guys able to interact with it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks
I
like
think
it.
so.
All right. Cool.
5 potions of healing. Let's go.
It's also the potion bandolier.
And 16 healing draughts for when you're real hard up.
Guys, real talk. I out of character. I'm very sure Richard is Van Richten, but
I thought.
Taylor's got 6 intelligence, and I really need you to help her get there.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, I think Robin would start questioning about, like while we're selling our stuff, and like just kind of questioning, like what Richard was buying, like what all that kind of stuff. Like just trying to, if they talked about anything, just asking questions and
Yes,
trying to get.
he had many questions about the nature of this realm. I wanted to know if I could tell him more about the Fey Dark. It is complicated, but I was able to give him the information he was seeking, I think. He was able to purchase without any haggling a great many things. He seemed to be very smart and knowledgeable.
Well, he sounds a lot like the doctor.
It's
Where
very
was
interesting.
my friend Richard going?
He did not say. He asked if I knew of any good libraries or wise men or women, oracles that he might speak with.
And what did you tell him?
I said if he had not been to Yester Hill, that if he had the powers to speak with the dead, they could tell him much. That seemed to excite him a great deal. I imagine that is where he is headed. I should mention it was unusual. He was followed around by a large man in armor. As large as Anne.
Large man.
You guys do recall that in the tower was a big
Yeah.
suit. Yeah, a big ass suit of armor.
If only if I've ever been there before.
If only I had greater than 6 intelligence.
Fair, fair.
You know what? I did see a big suit of armor back at the tower.
You have been to the tower, yes?
Yeah, that's where I mean, yeah, that's where our friend is.
Ah. Yes. The old tower of Exanter. Well, feel free to look around.
I did want to ask you. I know you're a lady of business. My friend is very burned, and my
See.
other friends are very injured. I was hoping you could maybe patch them up. We have some coin.
I can try my best. I am not as great at medicine as I am at making medicine. She's trying to tell you full disclosure. She's coming in with a +4 medicine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Jenny trusts or Taylor.
Oh,
Taylor,
that's
Taylor
plus
trusts her,
3 more than I
so-
got.
I have a +4. If you
Okay.
want me to do it.
You got
I
big
mean,
hands
she-
now.
Yeah, she's trained, so she could help you if you wanted to make the roll. You have advantage.
Is there any
What's
kind
the
of like
DC for you?
bomb we could make for his face?
18.
You know.
You gotta make 2 of them, by the way.
2 18s with a +4.
Uh-huh.
Oof,
Yep,
oof.
once every long rest.
At advantage. If I did the recap, sure, but I mean not the recap. The
No.
well,
I don't know if we- We get
I mean,
advantage if we use the healer's charge.
A wise man once said it's just about rolling dice. It's just about rolling dice.
Hey, there was that
Yeah.
one time where I just needed to make some arrows, and
Yeah,
Hey,
you either lucky
I
or
got-
not.
I got one
Just
for you.
dice.
There was one time that I had a 1 in 320% chance of killing a person that I wasn't supposed to kill. So I took a chance.
Whoa,
and
that's
I
1 in
ki-
32.
It was 1 in 100. It was 1 in 320. Because it was it was 1 on a d20 at the same time that a 4 on a d4 and a 4 on a d4. So it was 1 in 320 with the odds.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, but that
Yeah.
1 in 320 is going to come up sometime.
I guess so. Then I didn't get any
Mathematically.
good drops on my gash. I just got my gash game, and I immediately was like, well, at least I'm gonna get something good here. No, because I guess that's just how bad luck works.
medical leeches.
Yeah,
That's
there are
all that.
medical leashes.
It was interesting.
All right, I'm gonna buy all the. Should we just buy all these
Sunset
healing
swears
potions?
by them leeches. Sunset swears by them leeches.
As an action, you can just take a leech out of the jar to fix the skin humanoid at the start of each turn.
There-
Ugh.
It's basically like lesser restoration plus.
And will recover from if they have it. One
They get
status
rid of
condition.
blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, invisible, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Ugh.
Or the effects of a
Or
potion,
the effects of one potion.
which means you can use it
Or-
offensively
or
if somebody
one
else is like.
disease.
Oh.
We should buy all of those.
Well, the disease only goes away for 24 hours, but
Still,
Sure, we
Yeah,
can get them.
when bugs hanging
Only
off your
10
body, it's not worth it.
they're only
It's
10
one hit
gold
die.
pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at this like we should buy everything that's like less than 100 gold pieces, basically. It's
Use
all pretty
us
much
for
worth it.
free.
Yeah. So let's buy a bunch of consumables. I'll buy we should buy a decent amount of those antitoxins, some of those alchemical silvers if you just need them.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Alchemist Fire, the Alchemist Frost is useful.
I mean, we still have. I mean, we've had Alchemist Fire and Alchemist Frost in the inventory for a while. We haven't used it. I don't know if we should buy more. Because
We don't have Wayne anymore. Wayne was a big fan of those throwables.
The blade fire might come up. Put that on
So
some
the
of you
blade
guys'
fire is
weapon.
pretty cool. The blend cream could be useful.
That's
Oh,
sold
that
out.
clean water solution.
Oh, they're out. Yeah, the clear water solution. I mean, the bottled lightning. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but it could be situationally.
Something's weak. Yeah, something's weak against it.
Yeah, well, it's an
Yeah, but
AOE, so
what's gonna fail a DC 10?
something that rolls really badly.
Is it
We
all
need
or
to-
nothing save, or do they take half?
They take half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guaranteed lightning damage. Something like that is more like
It's
you have
like
to
really
use-
good in Pathfinder, where like when you proc resistance, they take like a flat extra damage.
I was gonna say it's more like you guys don't have access to elemental damage, so if you encountered like something that needed lightning damage specifically, not maybe a creature, but it could be like a trap or a lock
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm
something like
saying,
that.
yeah.
It
Mhm.
gives you that option, since there wouldn't be anybody that could just cast Shocking Grasp or whatever.
Right, we got 500 gold, so I feel like at least we have 1,625 gold. So I feel like we can
Every
at least get
potion.
two. I feel like we at least get two of anything that's really good of 5 things.
All right. Well, the good thing about this shop is that you should be able to just do it.
Yeah. I'm just looking.
Yeah,
doing the
go
thing.
ham. I don't think we're gonna find ourselves in a situation to spend anytime soon, anyway.
And
Alright.
we're going to some dangerous places, so having anything that could situationally help us feels really.
She also selling she doesn't have any healers kits. Never mind. She has herbalists and poisoners kits.
She looks like she has healer kits.
Has
She has
healer
20
Oh,
of
she
them.
has healer kits. Oh, okay. That's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
so I'm gonna buy a couple of those so we can get those. But I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have anybody that does a healer hero anymore. But that's what they were mainly being used for. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but a fast hands stabilize
Stabilizes.
ain't bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
Alright.
buy all of those potions of healing and the healing dross, because, I mean,
Magical
Even though
healing
there's
is
not a
good,
lot,
is good
but-
for bones.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll just use it as out of combat healing when we run out of hit dice.
So
Yeah.
hear me out. Stonebreaker acid ain't bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not too bad. What,
We have some, I
48?
think.
Well, the last part, the substance affects only inanimate stone golems or earth elementals. I would also,
We have
technically
we
a
have 5 of those.
gargoyle is an earth elemental.
Yeah, we have 5 of those.
Yeah.
Already. So do we need more?
A lot of people don't realize that in 5e, gargoyles are elementals of the earth persuasion.
Yeah, buying these leeches.
Definitely get the leeches.
All 10 of them.
Potion of stamina pretty good. When you buy those leeches, Taylor makes you promise never to apply one to her.
Oh man, I can't wait for that scene. I need the leeches. Get them, please. Yeah, it's gonna be great. How desperate will you have to be though? That's we'll have to
I don't
see.
know.
Man, excited for this surgery mini game.
Wait,
Mac?
shouldn't we go? We're going to meet the doctor, right, guys?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
How good is the doctor at
He's not gonna fucking be there. You all know it.
Yeah, tomorrow, though. We're going to sleep here first.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the downside to this surgery?
you lose max HP?
Irreparable
You lose
damage.
Max HP if you don't make the save.
I mean, seems fine.
Permanently until you until you do a couple of specific type of rests. You lose its d6s of max HP and you only gain 1 HP back per long rest, I think.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, is this for your arm?
My arm, and if you have anything that requires general surgery. Is your festering wound a general surgery? Or just a medicine check?
Yeah.
Just a medicine check, I think.
All right, then yeah. Well, I'd rather wait. I'll wait for the doctor. No, I probably
I mean,
should
if
have
we
picked-
only
you know,
missed
I
him
probably
by an
should have
hour,
picked
we
medicine.
if
Probably
we
should have
missed
picked
this dude
medicine
by
for
an hour,
my expertise at this level.
if we
Right.
missed this dude by an hour, we could go try to hunt him down, try to catch him.
Yeah. He may or may
If
not
there's any-
be at a location we know.
We could try to track him through the forest and see if we could.
Track it. We're not hunters.
I mean, that's true.
All right, you tell me. You guys gonna settle in for the night? You've already traveled for 5 hours, or sorry, 4 hours today. No, it was 5. It was 5 hours. It was 5 hours plus a crossroads. That's why I'm thinking 6. But yeah. So you have traveled for 5 hours. You have 3 hours of travel time left before you have to start rolling checks.
How long would it take to get to the tower?
Oh, from here? I think you could probably make it today. Let me double check. On the only good map we have. Let's see. Alright, from Jenny's. Heading out of the woods, it is 4 miles of woods and 3 miles of road. So you can get there in 4 hours. So you'd have 1 hour where you're pushing yourselves.
So decent town.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that would only be 1 fast travel check.
I'll be honest. I want to go to the tower. I know the doctor's there, but I really want Victor to identify these
Also-
goddamn magic items we
Yeah,
got
so,
from.
yeah.
But unless he locked the door, right?
There's a hole in the fucking
No,
wall.
Yeah, we can get in. That's what we did last time. We know
Yeah.
the password now to get in.
I hope you guys remember it.
I'll remember it.
Victor's got like a 20 intelligence.
There's
I
He
get
has a
it about the
staff.
frog all the time.
I'm trying to think. Okay, what we already have?
Yeah.
We already have acid. We already have.
Frog is at the tower too, yeah?
No,
No, he's been with us for a long
No,
time.
he's just chilling with you guys. Okay.
yeah, I keep him in my bag, and
Okay.
you know,
He's been so quiet, I know he was quiet because you were in the cold lands, but then, he's just gotta keep minding his own business, I guess.
well, you're kind of like the you know,
You check your bag, he's not there.
No, Taylor feeds him every night and gives him belly rubs.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, yeah, why would he ever leave? Alright, that's fine.
Why does a frog need belly rubs?
He likes them.
It's like
Wouldn't it be like chin scratchers?
Well, look, all I know is you don't give belly rubs to a hedgehog. So, just remember that moving forward.
I'd say we should get some of the blade fire.
I second the motion.
Yeah, I'm buying some right now. Yeah, we're just reading it.
Yeah, I'm okay if we want to push on. That's fine.
Push to tower. Okay. Alright,
And I'd say the bottled lightning.
you hang
I
out
bought 2 already.
and shop for about an
You
hour.
can see the list in chat of what I'm buying.
Yeah, those haven't popped up for me yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they're
Oh yeah, look, it stopped at 4. Yeah, I bought 2 bottle lightning, and I just bought 2 blade oils. Blade fire. I think we might want to get the oil of blessing as well.
Yeah, the blessing is very good.
Let me get 2 of those. Actually, maybe we should just get all 3 of them.
Which sheet are they going on again? Not the
They're going on.
services.
They're going on Ann sheet for right now because I'm buying them.
Oh, okay.
As Ann.
Do we need
No.
Do we need any of these moat lights that are lights without fire? Like that we could wear as a necklace or something?
Wait. We have Victor.
All right. We have.
Don't
I have.
Yeah.
don't buy anything that will curse us.
So Right now, we have. I bought all the regular healing potions. I bought the blessed oil. I bought all the leeches. I bought the blade fire. And I bought 5 antitoxins and 2. I bought some healer kits. And what else did I buy? Was the 2 bottle lightning. We have 500 gold left.
How much are the? I mean, those healing drops. I think could be really.
How much gold do we want to spend on the healing drops? We have 500 left. We can also get, where is it? I saw something. The stamina potion lesser. There's also,
I guess you can get the stamina potions, right? Because that clears exhaustion for
Yeah.
an hour.
It's temporary, isn't it?
Yeah, but we
temporary.
need to push and then,
I mean,
This
it's
is a
mine.
lesser-
It's mine
mine
is
is
1 exhaustion
for
for
1
1 hour. I mean, if we get in a situation where someone's crazy
guess-
exhausted,
Yeah.
I guess they could drink a lot of them just for a fight. But
Well, I don't know if they stack. 'Cause it's one
What?
effect for 1 hour. They have the same name.
Crash, do the potions of stamina lesser stack?
In 5e, the same effect cannot stack unless it's
Yeah,
specifically
you would need to get a greater one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I would argue,
I would argue that the
What
greater and the
exhaustion?
lesser
Not
would
that
both
great.
stack,
yeah,
right? Because they're technically 2 different effects.
yeah,
But-
she doesn't
yeah.
sell greater.
You can just get some of the healing drops then.
Alright, healing drops.
What, 200 gold or something worth of it? And we'll just pocket the other 300 in
I mean,
case.
a d4 plus 1 healing, that's a healing word,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Wait,
Um,
isn't-
Also, a healing draft can be turned into a healing potion relatively easily. So,
might have to be trained in alchemist too, so.
yeah. Or, yeah, alchemist or herbalist, I guess.
Isn't Robin trained in those? One of those?
Alright, I'm gonna take 200. I'm gonna leave 300 gold back into the party loot, and I'm gonna use the 200 gold to buy the healing drafts. Then.
I think Robin is.
Yeah, I have alchemist.
Alright.
You guys have the alchemist tools.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we got
Okay.
one of every tool when we
Oh.
robbed
Yeah, and I
Blinsky.
I'm looking at the thing right now. The party loot.
Or should
we
I
have
say
carpenters,
relieve
Oh,
Blinsky
remember-
of his mortal burdens?
These tools.
I don't see that one. We got just about everything else. Carpenter's
Yeah.
jewelry, leatherworking,
I have
painter,
2 sets of thieves' tools.
tinkering, weavers.
We have 3 sets of these tools together because there's one in the party loot. I moved everything to the party loot too, the party sheet instead of off of Purple Supporting Service. So that's where I'm gonna be placing everything. The SWAT sheet.
Okay. I'd rather not. Can we move Purple Boarding Services to Departed? Or
I mean,
Yeah, I
guys
guess
could you guys could rename it, right? Like,
oh, we're
You
just
have-
using the party sheet now.
oh, okay.
Less
I guess
likely to
we do-
click on it.
I guess we do need some
Oh, what did you
alchemy
do-
tools,
what
don't
did
we?
you guys do with Purple's body? What was the final? Are you just carrying it around, or?
Are we still carrying the bodies around?
I thought did we bury him?
Yeah, I guess the question is, yeah, because we went there,
Yeah.
rested one night, and then left the next day. So the idea was, I guess, was going to be burying everybody over in Valakai, but I don't know if we did.
Well, I
Did we?
mean, you would have had to deal with
We didn't do it last night, so.
Yeah.
you would have had to dealt with the father, you know.
Mm-hmm. I guess we just
Oh,
kind
we
of
also-
Father Lucian.
We also
Yeah.
we completely skipped out on going to breakfast with.
yeah, we did. We left.
Well, I kind
Yeah,
of got.
screw that already.
I kind of got
Well-
that vibe. I kind of got that vibe from Anne that that's what you were going to do.
Yeah, we just
Well,
stiff
to be
armor.
fair, Anne never let any of us know.
Well, that's what I
Robin
mean.
was
Robin was out
Yeah,
here.
right there.
like Anne just did not give a fuck and didn't tell anybody. So
Just
we
assumed
never
everyone
got a
heard.
thought.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob was right there. If we wanted to go, Rob would have said so.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
I'm
All
sure
right.
she
Yeah.
won't take it personally. So.
Yeah, I guess we ought to buy the alchemist tools because we don't have any. that I
She
see on
saw.
the sheet.
Oh yeah, she does sell alchemist tools. All right,
If
so
we want to
alchemist tools.
start converting those droughts, then we should.
All right, so I'll buy one set of alchemist tools and then 150 gold worth of droughts. Troughs.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I never know how to say that word correctly.
Drought.
Is it drought?
No draughts.
Drop?
You
Draught?
drought. Yeah,
Oh
drought.
my god. Oh my god.
Stop. It's like ether. It'll always be ether to me.
Oh my
You know?
god. Ether? What?
Well, here's the thing, Dom.
Either or
Okay.
ether.
I played Final Fantasy when I was
Yep.
a kid. They were ethers.
If you
Like-
if you only have read a word and never heard a word, that's the problem with letting kids read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I've had that for a while on some stuff.
Oh
And that-
gosh,
that-
listen,
that's why they'll always be droughts
streaming
to
has
me.
fixed a lot of my stuff. Cause, I mean, I don't know if Remy can remember, but I used to say melee instead of melee because because I was a kid. I was a kid with I'm old. I was a kid without the internet or anything.
It was melee to me too when I was
Yeah.
a kid.
yeah. I was
Super
like
Smash Bros. Melee.
yeah, exactly. And then people are not shy about letting you know when you're doing things wrong. Let me tell you. So yeah, I figured that.
Yeah,
one out
and you know what
finally.
I say to those guys? It could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they now?
All right.
That's
Could have happened to anyone.
my saying now, bro.
And then healing potions.
I wanted to say it so bad during that Jenny conversation where she's like talking about her sister and the state of the world, and I just want to be like, don't beat yourself up, it could happen to anybody. It took everything in my power not. Oh.
Alright, let's leave this hut behind.
I'm sorry.
Taylor, it's just Taylor going like, I don't know why, but I feel like I have to say.
Oh man.
It just feels appropriate in this particular world to say this.
Oh God! All right. So, are we making 4 checks, or are we making 1 check? So we're doing 4 random encounter checks, or we're doing 1 fast travel check?
Oh, I'm assuming it's the same vote, so I guess it's a flip
Yeah,
again.
I'm down for fast travel.
Okay.
Yeah, I say fast travel.
All right.
Same
Fast
vote.
travel.
Roll the dice.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, I meant random. That's fine.
And
We're fast traveling.
how do you lead everybody there?
Athletics,
And let me see if the
athletics.
weather has changed. Hold on. Oh no. Okay. So this is gonna add a +5 to the difficulty. Apparently, as you were leaving the hut, there's just a crack-thoom of thunder and a flash of lightning and just like just torrential downpour.
Oh, I'll reroll with a.
Okay, because this
with
would
the
be a 19. So you're at 9. So you're at 18.
Yeah, I'll reroll with the
Oh,
regular
don't wanna-
inspiration.
Just don't want to push it a little bit.
I didn't have to rest. 8 years. There you go.
Crushed it. All right, that's actually 29, so 19. So that's 2 successes. So give me 2 D100s.
Right.
See, this is what my classic group, that is 2 rogues, a bard, and a barbarian. They're just like, let's just travel
42.
back and forth to get all of the
All the
buffs.
boons.
Yeah, just boons, just farm boons all the time. That is not how Daybreak feels about it.
Yeah, their stat line is
They
sad.
have no skill coverage. Like, it is really crazy to see when they hate fast travel. Going to the werewolves on Sunday, they lost their cart. The cart was completely destroyed. They're carrying everything. They're all like super encumbered, having to carry everything. Like 3 people got like 2 exhaustion. Like they're just a mess. They're just a mess. Anytime they fast travel, they're honestly getting to the point where they're like, we should just keep rolling encounters. Like this just doesn't work for us. It's nuts. All right, let's see.
It's 42 and 34.
42. Okay, that's cool. And 34.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I put the items in the stash for you guys to take for potions.
All right,
Yeah,
one of
taking
you
one of-
sings an amazing rendition of a song that inspires another party member. So you can tell me how that goes, and who sang the song, and who got the inspiration point. And then you find something refreshing on the way there, and it can be used to recover from 1 exhaustion or recover a missing hit die. 1 person can benefit from it.
Is this
Well,
an
Taylor
item that we
probably
can
would have been
keep,
the one.
or
No,
Singing.
it's something that you just kind of like found and ate, like on your journey. Like you know, you're just like, oh, look at this.
Is anyone suffering from copious amounts of exhaustion?
I have one.
yeah, then let's give it to Robin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 0.
Yeah, I have 0. I'm just not well rested. That's all.
Okay, so basically, you guys would have found it's autumn. So let's see.
Golden apple.
Yeah, right.
Don't get me started, bro.
Yeah, so you guys found a late season plum tree, and there were some decent plums on the tree, but Robin, something about the plum that you ate, it hit you like the dude at the end of Ratatouille. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had like a fucking out of body experience, like being sent back to your happier days of childhood, and when you got done with this incredible plum, you had restored 1 exhaustion or 1 missing hit die.
Oh, yeah, exhaustion is gone.
Taylor was probably the one singing, less any of you others are chipper. Well, I guess you don't have to be chipper to sing, but
Yeah, Johnny Cash singing Hurt. Oh my goodness. It's definitely not chipper. Great though.
is it just like anyone gets the inspiration?
Yeah, whoever, yeah, since you're the one singing the song, you choose who you inspire.
I'll just roll a D4. Oh wait, I included myself. Robin, congratulations, you got inspiration.
Yeah, thanks.
Taylor was singing a song that Jenny sang to her when she was growing up. It's cheerful, but the lyrics were horrific. Kind of like ska music, if you've ever listened to ska.
Yes, I have. That was actually a part of my Outlaws Alcastar game. Ska music.
Oh, really? Dang, I
Yeah.
missed out.
Yeah.
I grew up on ska.
They had a punk rock club that had to change ownership, and they only played ska music. People weren't sure what to do about it. So that's the kind of crazy cowboy western adventure I'm running. Alright, you guys make it to the tower, though it is nighttime by the time you arrive. Is it? Let me see. No, it's 5 in the afternoon, so it's not nighttime yet. But it is raining like crazy.
Yeah, probably rush inside.
Okay. So you rush inside and you whisper the secret words. More word? Question mark? The emergency backup password? Anybody?
Are you asking us for the
Yeah,
password?
I'm saying, you know, yeah, so I'm trying to make it immersive, you know, like what's
We all, yeah.
First time I've ever been here.
We walk
Nice
up
tower.
to the door and we all
Uh,
stare at Victor.
Oh, okay. Victor says, Exanther? And then
I thought it was Xanther, but I couldn't remember.
yeah, so the door opens. You are greeted by the 4 rigid statues of naked men ready to take care of your elevator needs. I had the joy of drawing on those wieners just last night, because the classic group only just now has decided to investigate this tower. So it was actually pretty cool, because they basically did a lore dump on Van Richten instead of Van Richten doing a lore dump on them. Alright, and then if you'd like, as you take the elevator upstairs, you find no one is home.
Where could he be?
In this armor sign here. A clue. It's like a Dora the Explorer.
Taylor looks for a note.
Alright. As you look around for a note, hold on a second. There's been an outcry about the loss of investigation in some of my other games, so I was bringing investigation back in. I want to make sure. Oh, we hadn't added it here. Okay. Give me a perception or investigation. Oh, dang, Taylor. Okay. So, having worked with the doctor for like a week on, transcribing the book, he had mentioned to you that should he ever need to leave you a message, this is where the message will be left. And it is actually on the bottom of his shit bucket.
The first place she looks.
Okay. It is full of shit, though.
She lives in Barovia. She's not disturbed by it at all.
Okay, so you just tip it upside down and get shit on the floor, or you toss it out the window?
No, she does the thing where she'll lift it up and look underneath it.
Oh, okay.
Holding shit over her head.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Reads his note.
Yes. You do see that there was a note of sorts. It says YH-DR.
Does anyone know what this means? She'll hold the shit bucket over Victor's head so he can read it.
YH, you're home? And, D...
Yester Hill.
Ah,
But what's
Listen. Taylor and Jason, you guys both give yourselves inspiration. This is the peak. This is the 6 intelligence role playing I signed up for. This is beautiful.
I'm capped out, but I appreciate it.
How could be capped? You lose it every time we long rest?
No, we don't lose that. We
No, we don't
when
lose
long
it
rest.
No, it doesn't go away anymore.
Oh!
Yeah. That got voted out back in December. So.
Yeah, you weren't here, Jason, at the start. It was Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Damn, this role play's so deep tonight. Oh my god. They've forgotten who they are. It's incredible.
It can happen to anybody. I'm sorry.
Shit.
What's the DR mean? Dragon Roost.
Probably Dr. Richtoven?
His name is Dr. Richten.
Dr. Richten, sure.
Oh, do you think it just means Yesterhill Dr. Richten?
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
Rash, Taylor's a rogue. She's
Yeah.
used to reading. This is how she was able to
Thieves'
help.
Camp?
Yeah,
Thieves' Camp, yeah.
Thieves' Camp.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what it says.
Oh. She
once you
puts the
once you
shit
swi-
bucket
yeah,
down.
once you switch your way of thinking, you're like, oh wait a minute. Oh yeah.
She puts the shit
What a
bucket down.
cipher!
It's very proud of himself. Okay, so I mean, I think we were gonna go chase down that werewolf, but if we need his help to, Jason's got his wounds are festering. They're gross and they stink. Maybe we should go hunt him down.
Yeah, they need like some peroxide or something.
What's that?
It's like a healing alcohol.
She pulls a healing potion out and she offers it to you.
So Victor says, I mean, we're already here now. It's only a little bit further to Krezk. They have doctor. And they have the woman with the healing hands.
Taylor
Is there
pulls
anything-
out the map.
I believe that's like
Alright.
another 6 checks. We've done
Oh,
this too much.
No, we need to stay here the night so we can identify the goddamn magic items.
Well, the thing about that is it's a dead magic zone in here. So you'd actually have to do it.
Yeah, I just connected those dots. I said that aloud, and now I'm pissed.
He can at least open the
I'm
book.
pissed that he made it. This selfish motherfucker just wanted to read the book the whole time. Didn't want to tell us what everything was. I need the tower.
Well, he wants you to read the book at the tower because he won't get blown up if they listen, after he watched Robin's arm get like blown off, like he's like, I'm not opening that fucking book. Crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
All right,
I
it's 19 miles by road to Krezk, so it's 6 hours and change plus a crossroad. So yeah, like 6 checks, 7 checks.
I guess we want to rest here first, one night. Alright.
Or if you fast travel, it'll just be 2 checks.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well rest here.
Yeah, you don't want to make 6 fucking Constitution saves, do you?
No.
Yeah. And my,
Hey.
roll
Yeah, you want me to
as
take
well.
a look? You want me to take a look at him?
Might as well while we're here.
All right, you gotta come outside because I'm not going inside there.
Okay. Is that his cart?
It's our cart.
Whatever card needs to be there.
All right, I have a +4.
And Robin's going to sleep outside as well.
Does anybody have training in medicine to help hand?
Jenny.
All right, well,
Uh,
I'm double checking. I don't think I do.
I do not.
all right. This is straight roll then. I'll use a. Hold on. What do we have? What do you have? Do we have? We have 6 fan spells. You want to use a fan spell for advantage, or should we just save it for a reroll?
Wait, do we get advantage? Is this part of like your long rest activity? If you use a hero kit with it?
If you use what?
A hero kit charge?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm trying to
Yeah.
look at the. Where's the injury rule?
Yeah, we have 6 healers kits now, so.
Alright, let's see. Completing a long rest is modest accommodation. You may roll a Constitution 15 saving throw. If successful, they recover from a second wound. If they have one, this counts as their long rest activity. So yeah, like Magic the Gathering cards, if your injury lists something specific, it's going to override the general. So for these particular wounds, it's going to be cared for with that 18 medicine check directly applied. But other wounds
You're looking
could
for
be... Yeah.
18 with a +4.
Yeah. There's no
Okay,
penalty for this.
maybe
One, though.
you-
this isn't like surgery, right? It doesn't get worse
Oh.
if you
Yeah,
fail.
there's
No, it doesn't get worse.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
get worse.
Oh yeah. Then,
Yeah, I just
But
don't heal.
but yeah, and they can only treat one per long rest. So this would be
Yeah,
this would be their long rest
and
activity.
and it stinks. So
All right. You want to use it? You want to use a fan spell to do it with advantage, and then I could use I could use one of either my recap or Red inspiration to reroll at it with advantage if it fails.
Oof, dang.
It's 2.
Up,
I mean,
up to you.
he's still gonna have the one that's preventing any
Yeah, I'll
healing,
still have the
so-
one. So
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
If you can't get both, it might not be worth dumping all your points into it. But,
All right.
yeah, we just
it-
save the fan
yeah.
spell for now.
All right.
We'll need
Just
a
roll.
waiter.
Here's the roll.
all right.
but
Hey, nice. No problem. No problem.
wow.
No problem.
All right,
Mm.
one down.
Just rolling
Yeah,
dice.
I need you to explain to me what Dr. Ann looks like.
Dr. Ann, medicine woman.
Well, so actually, with her being, she's always been trained in medicine, but she had to work with she was an athlete, and so getting hurt all the time was a thing. And then while we've been here, she's been getting beat up as much as possible. So over time, she's just gotten a little bit better at just matter of fact and like what'd you call it? It's you ever seen Far Cry healing? Healing animations? It's that.
I haven't, but
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna put a video in. Give me a second.
But it's not as bad as Resident Evil healing, right?
It's almost that bad. Hold
Okay,
on,
so
I'll put a
just staple guns and alcohol poured into open wounds.
hold
Yeah.
on, I got a video for you guys.
Okay.
Jason, how would you describe the level of care you received? From this chart, very unhappy face to happy face.
Pretty happy face. So I did come in thinking they'd treat both of them, and then they only treated one. So like,
I feel like it's the doctor where like you're squirming, and she doesn't say stop squirming. She just holds you down with her misplaying while she works with the other.
That's very scary.
The other head's like good in there. Like,
Her one head is like debating eating at the wound instead of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted in chat.
oh
Oh.
god. I'm
Oh,
happy I
Far
never
Cry.
played this game.
Far Cry 2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. Ah!
Oh, ah! Yeah, I made it to the
Ooh.
third one. When he got to the thumb,
Is there a lore explanation for why?
oh,
they
the
can
one
do
after
this,
that.
or-
Oh,
How does that
didn't
even
look
make
past-
sense?
I didn't watch past the thumb. I didn't watch past the thumb.
Yeah, the
Oh.
one right after the thumb is
I
questionable.
mean, literally, this would work in 5e D&D because of the blood of heroes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
higher arm.
Oh, that one's not.
Man, someone just animated all of these. Just,
Yep.
yep.
Oh,
They
the
sure
nail
did.
between the fingers. Oh.
Oh god! I left the video.
You
Don't
guys
subscribe it.
don't have
The
to keep
pinky
watching.
finger.
Oh yeah, I'll save this for later.
Oh no, we
Oh,
need all
no.
4 minutes of it.
Ugh. Well, that was
kind of a
horrible.
Chain gun? What the?
Oh my gosh.
And they've kept that as a constant thing for all the Far Cry games. For healing.
At least there
so-
could just.
so
I mean, this is over the top. Like, I don't remember 3 being as bad.
I'm trying to remember what happened. Like, I don't even think Far Cry Primal was that bad. Like,
It was mainly
Far Cry
2, 4, and
Primal, the
6
one
they
with
did
is
it.
there dinosaurs in that one?
there's
All
no
the even
dinos.
ones.
It's a caveman.
It's the
All the even
caveman.
ones were that bad. I don't actually. I think they like flip back and forth because, yeah, it's 2, 4, and 6 are the ones that are known for having the most crazy healing.
Jeez.
Right.
All right. What next? What now?
Long rest. Read the book. Identify the items. Tell us what we got.
Sleep
Okay.
outside for some of us.
All right. So you guys do have a tent or something, or? because the weather was indicated as being very, very bad.
I mean, does that matter for Robin?
I mean, it matters for wild animals. They don't sleep out in the middle of like a deluge. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna want to find some cover, or you're just gonna get pelted all night by rain. Like
I mean,
yeah.
and at this size, Ant can't do tents.
Damn. Wow, you in a bad way, Ann.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we had some, but they may all have been
No,
destroyed.
no, all the tents got destroyed. We hadn't had
And
tents since
there's
the night.
no way that you're gonna sleep in the tower, given the size of the tower.
Yeah, Ant can't do that.
Okay.
I mean,
do it for you.
is there anything in the tower that we could fashion?
You could sleep in the middle of these 4 guys.
When we were in the tower, that was pretty much the size of Ant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the map of the tower is actually so small.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything in the tower that I could, like, at least for Robin, craft like a?
You could
know,
sleep
build
in
it.
the hole, right? The one with the hole.
Now there isn't really a
I mean-
ceiling, and you could destroy
I mean,
the
yeah.
ceiling.
I mean, I guess the bot, like, I don't remember. I remember it feeling smaller than this.
Well, I mean, there's these 4 clay golems who you.
I mean, at the time, we had like 11 people with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did have a lot of people with
And
us.
now we have 5.
Yeah, I guess she could sleep
damn
on
it.
the. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, if it's tall and this big, I think you'll probably be okay. But
Okay, so you're literally just gonna sleep like in the
Yeah.
middle to get as
Yeah.
far away from the walls, surrounded by these 4 statues. All right,
Mhm.
fair enough. Just don't like kick them in your sleep or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. When is Victor Valakovich? Anybody seen that guy? Let's see. All right. So Victor, trying to identify these items. Alright, well, first and foremost, he's gonna crack open that spell book. Do you guys want to know, just out of like player curiosity, what was in the spell book, or?
Yeah, Taylor's like reading over his shoulder.
Oh, okay. Whew, strap in. This is a fat ass spell book. Alright. So, in this spell book, are the instructions for how to perform the following cantrips: Chill Touch, Mind Sliver, Prestidigitation, Shocking Grasp, and Toll the Dead. In the first rank of magic, Disguise Self, Featherfall, Find Familiar. He gets very excited about that. Very excited about that. A wizard version of Hex? What? That's kind of nice. Identify, which will probably come in handy in just a minute. Let's see. Mage Armor, which he already had. Magic Missile, he already had. Shield, which he already had. Let's see. Sleep, which at this late stage of the game might be good for taking out like human guards or something. Tasha's Caustic Brew. That's fun.
oh, that's a good one.
Unseen Servant. Second rank of magic, Alter Self, Arcane Lock, Cloud of Daggers, made famous by Baldur's Gate 3. Crown of
Literally.
Madness, right? Misty Step, Suggestion, Wither and Balloon.
Oh,
That's a cool one.
yeah.
You invoke both death and life upon a 10-foot radius sphere centered at a point within range. Each creature of your choice in that area
AoE
must be
damage and healing.
constituted 2d6 necrotic on a failed save, or half as much negative, or half as much damage on a successful one. Not magical vegetation. Withers, in addition, one creature of your choice in that area can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice to
Mhm.
regain a number of hit points equal to the roll plus your spellcasting ability, plus your spell
That's
casting.
crazy. That's
That's-
crazy.
That's
I have
cool.
that on. I have that on Maya, but we haven't been able to really been using it.
Well, it
'Cause
can
of
be
the hit- 'cause of hit
upcast
dice.
too.
Yeah, because it's
The
hit
number,
dice.
yeah, the number of hit dice. Oh yeah, I mean, hit dice fuel a lot of your guys' abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right, what else? Third rank, bestow curse, counter spell.
Oh,
this is
man.
like this is a kid that like at a garage sale he bought like some Magic the Gathering cards, but he didn't like want to look at them in front of anybody at the garage sale. He's just like $20 for all these cards, and now he's just like
This land is so rare.
Yeah. Yeah. So counterspell, dispel magic. I mean, again, he's like a child at Christmas. Like his eyes, despite the burn cataracts that like sort of cloud them a little bit, are just lit up with joy. And then he mutters these words, and you hear the words, Taylor. Lightning bolt. Fourth rank of magic, Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound, Vitriolic Sphere. Fifth level, Legend Lore. Sixth level, Disintegrate, Mass Suggestion, Programmed Illusion, so you too can make a baby. True Seeing, Wall of Ice. Seventh level, Crown of Stars, Finger of Death.
Crown of Stars, Finger of Death.
And 8th level, Dominate Monster and Maddening Darkness, which, looking back, would have been a much better spell for her to cast. But she really liked the idea of Dominate Monster on Anne, but Anne made the save.
Look,
so.
I don't know why she didn't pull out the Mass Suggestion on us. That would have just ended the encounter.
Yeah. It's mostly because like I like playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, you do?
yeah. So generally when I see when there's a bullshit spell, I'm like, well, we just want to use that. That doesn't stop my friend Wesley, though. I'm sorry, Red. I'm sorry. You worked hard on that adventure.
So what does he have to do to be able to use this stuff?
Oh,
Money
it
and
takes
time.
it takes like a million years because in 5e magic he has to convert her way of casting into his way of casting. So you can't just like use her book. Like he has to like because it's set up for her way of casting spells. Yeah, so it's going to be a ton. He's going to have to go to Krezk and buy a ton of like inks and reagents and alchemical supplies and all that jazz. So
Like I think it's like
yeah.
is it like 50 gold per spell level or something? 25
Oh
gold
my
per spell level,
god,
something
yeah,
like that?
it's so much. Yeah, let's see.
Damn, now Victor's gonna be that guy. So about that money.
Yeah, right. This Hypatia arc has begun. So.
Well, we could always sell some stuff.
Well, a year from now, you just
Well, you guys
flash
can,
forward a year.
you guys can help him decide what spells would be worth the time for him to transcribe and learn for himself.
What?
What is it?
How are we
what
gonna
is this-
help?
Yeah, we can't. We don't know anything about these spells.
I'm
He is
saying,
the
I'm
one-
saying, I'm saying.
Oh, he's saying
I'm saying
narratively.
meta. If you guys are like, we could really use this. You're the only. Well, no, I guess Victor's still alive in Classic, but he's like semi-retired. He got a happy ending, so I don't know.
Does that exist in
you-
Burgundy?
They don't have.
It's pretty. It's a pretty happy ending.
Wait, I was gonna say I didn't see any brothels on the trip.
I had considered a whole brothel system actually because the Darkest Dungeon, but I was like, we got enough problematic elements already, so it's fine. Not that
Brothels
sex
are
work is
complicated.
not that sex work's problematic, but turning it into a mini game is a little problematic, I guess.
A mini game. Your creativity knows no limit.
That's some good stuff on those tables. That's some good stuff on those tables. Let's see. I don't play a 5e wizard. I don't know how this shit works.
I'm
let's
just imagining how many like STI tables you had.
Oh my god!
There
Can
were
we?
a lot. There were a lot. Especially since we have such virulent diseases in this game.
Yeah, I was in Dick Rod.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was on there.
Definitely a
That was
thing.
on there. Yeah. Cockbug was on there. So it's a bug that crawls up your pee-pee hole. and burrows.
Snatch, scratch.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
there's
those
a
fish that'll stream up your or climb up your Urethra stuff. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Mound mimic. Mound mimic is pretty rough. So, anyways, all right. Let's see. Learning spells. There we go. Each time you gain wizard level, you get to choose some spells. I think he's kind of overdue for that. So, if you would like, he can have any 2 of these spells for free because he has not gained any new spells.
What's the highest level spell we can give him?
He is able to cast up to 4th level spells.
And what were the 4th level spells?
Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound and Vitriolic Sphere. I would have assumed you'd want him to learn Identify immediately, so that he could identify these
I
magic
thought he'd
items.
already identified magic items for us in the past.
Had he?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
canon.
My bad. Yeah, he does have Identify already. Alright, never mind. It had a different icon when I was looking at them side by side. Okay.
Does he has the pearl too, right?
Yeah, he does have the pearl. Yep.
I mean, I know he would like Lightning Bolt, but Firebolt's better. So,
Yeah,
Dispel
Fireball, though.
Magic Powder Spell, probably. Well, that's what I'm saying, like, do you really need both Lightning Bolt and Fireball? You know?
If we're inside of a building and down the line, maybe. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I guess
Counterspell Dispel Magic's pretty standard.
yeah, he sounds.
I don't know
very
what
happy
Vitriol.
about.
Can you post up Vitriol? Oh, well, Wither and Bloom. I feel like just because it's healing, like, we should give Wither and Bloom.
Any healing would probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is hit dice healing, so. But yeah,
Which technically you guys could do yourselves
Yeah,
with healing surge,
as a
but
bonus
you can only
action.
you can only healing surge what, like once per short
a long
Once
rest,
rest.
right?
per- yeah,
long,
short rest,
yeah,
Oh, what-
once per short. It's once per.
Short
think it's
rest now.
Yeah, it's one per short rest now.
Okay.
But
You can spend up to half.
I haven't. You can't healing surge if you're unconscious, right? Like,
No.
yeah, I'd say Wither and Bloom for sure.
Okay.
Can you post up Vitriolic Spear?
Sure.
Spear? I'm pretty sure Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound is just not very. It's just not good for what we're doing.
Find familiar for him. I feel like he would want to learn find familiar.
Oh, you're too kind. Wait, you're saying all these very complex magical situations we've been in where we
I don't
can
know,
just
he-
really use the Dispel Magic?
He's pretty excited about this one.
Is it a 10-foot cube yet? No.
No, it's a 5 foot.
I mean, Vitriolic Sphere is basically Fireball with acid at 4th level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10d4. That's
Well,
less damage on
it's
average.
technically
Isn't it?
15d4 damage because it's another 5d4 at the end of the next turn. Yeah.
So I guess are we looking for damage? I'm just saying if he does 4th level Cloud of Daggers and just throws things into the Cloud of Daggers, I mean, it's been proven.
Yeah.
Like,
We definitely theory crafted that. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Like-
he needs damage, he just takes lightning bolt, right? I
The
mean,
question is, Anne, do you want to play Baldur's Gate again?
I mean,
Also,
I
you
can
guys
grapple as a
have
bonus action.
seen some of these Benios maps, man. These are narrow corridors. A 5
Mhm.
foot Cloud of Daggers is viable.
Um,
Not at Baldur's Gate 3 viable, but still pretty viable.
I mean, I think the Dispel Magic could be very useful for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, that can
Like,
get
I
rid
would
of somebody being charmed.
Yeah.
Yep. Dispel.
I would-
Look, I'll be straight up. Dispel Magic is the right choice,
Yeah.
but do we want to make the right choice? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, we're talking going to.
What are
I think-
Victor's Victor's top wants in this?
All right, his top picks are Counterspell, Dispel Magic, Lightning Bolt, and probably
Familiar?
Find Familiar, yeah.
I mean, I'm down for that Dispel Magic.
I think 100%.
If he mentioned something about there's a spell here that allows me to just
Oh,
cancel out
and-
magic.
And
think we would all
Cloud of
say-
Daggers, but yeah. Like with his intelligence and the things that you guys have faced, he would probably be leaning towards it too. So yeah. All right. So we'll do Wither and Bloom. To get some damage. I mean, necrotic damage in Barovia.
It's more for the healing.
It's hit or miss. Yeah. And then he is eyeballing that wizard hex though. You guys have some pretty long fights. You can get some
How does that-
we can give him
So
the
how
gold
does
later.
Wizard Hex interact with Magic Missile?
I don't. Let's see.
Is Hex attack or just damage when you damage somebody?
Hex is only attack, so it would just be his fire bolts essentially. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And I mean, technically, you guys have you have a shared familiar with like thought. So yeah.
I mean, we can always just go and get him the materials to learn more of the spells.
Yeah. So to learn more spells, copying spells. Copying into your spellbook involves reproducing the basic form of the spell, then deciphering the unique system of notation used by the wizard who wrote it. You must practice the spell until you understand the sounds and gestures required and transcribe it into your spellbook using your own notation. For each level of the spell, it takes 2 hours and 50 gold. This cost represents material components you expend as you experiment with the spell to master it, as well as fine inks you need to record it. Once you have spent this time and money, you can prepare the spell just like your other spells.
Yeah, 2 hours and 50 gold
Per level.
per level. So if he wants to get Wizard Hex, that would just be 50 gold. Well, yeah, 50 gold in,
Look,
in
we-
2 hours.
Yeah.
We need to talk about a Wizard Hex.
He's like, I've only heard of warlocks that can have hex. This is wizard hex.
But like, why don't you wizards ever do it? You know, if it.
I don't think it's ever been done before.
I mean,
Oh,
we
I
put
see.
Wizard Hex strength on somebody and they can't, grab or.
And
Yeah.
no one's beating you in a strength check anyways.
Not beating me, but grabbing you and running away.
Hmm.
They're not gonna
how-
grab me. Who's grabbing me?
Lightning bolt. I mean, if you haven't, I mean, it's been a while since we had magic. So if you want to see what lightning bolt does, does decent damage. And what's the description say? It's like long, right? It's like
100 feet.
100 feet.
100
Yeah.
feet, 5 foot wide. Yeah,
That,
that's solid.
that can be pretty huge.
But the thing is, a fireball at max range is like 80 feet.
It's true. Fireball's always better than any other spell. And he already has
No.
fireball.
But what if the thing is, resistant to fire?
Okay.
You know
Or we
what?
have allies
They-
that we can come
But he's like, but what if I could create a cube filled with spinning daggers?
That
It's pretty
sounds-
cool.
That sounds pretty useful.
I would need 4 hours and 100 gold worth of strange reagents that I think I can pick up in Kresik. But there's also this other one. It allows you to lock things. If we had to hide somewhere, we could lock the door and no one could get in.
And how much does that one cost?
Well, it would be 100 gold in reagents to transcribe the spell, but it says here I would still need 25 gold of gold dust every time I want to cast it.
But I could just lock it for free with these tools.
Yes, but when I lock it with my magic, it will be locked so good that like no one can open
That does
it.
sound
And you'd have
pretty
to have a
useful.
password like the one on this tower. I bet the lock on this tower is based on this arcane lock spell.
I bet this sounds like it could be useful. If you had like a tower you were trying to lock.
Or like if we ended up in the castle again and we were fleeing for our lives, we could hide in the room and I could lock the door.
You don't think? Yeah.
Or
Definitely.
is it different if there was one that had this on here?
Or we could buy a big chest in Kresik, and then you could throw someone in the chest, and then I could cast Arcane Lock on the chest. They'd be trapped in the chest forever.
Hmm.
Who you try?
Victor, that maybe a little too soon.
You know what? Maybe if you would have had that spell and you would have cast a lock on the Jason barrel, then maybe Leo'd still be here.
Maybe. I don't think so, though. He would still have turned into a terrible flesh slurry when we brought him inside the tower, right?
Well, I'm saying that he would have never drank the soup because it would have been locked.
Leo is pretty clever. He probably would have just poked a hole in the barrel.
Wait, but then what if the person you put in the chest just pokes a hole in the chest and gets out that way?
That's true. Alright. Well,
Yeah, does this
what
magic
about
stop
this
him from just breaking
featherfall?
stuff
We have to
open?
climb a mountain. This could be helpful. It says here that I may choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range. A fallen creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If
What's
the
a round?
creature it's a magical measurement of time, roughly 6 seconds long.
Oh, okay.
Some scholars argue that it could last much longer if there is banter occurring during the 6 seconds. Before the spell ends, it takes no fall damage and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature. Seems pretty good.
Oh, man.
If we fall off the mountain.
If we only
No,
had
that
that when we were
seems like it
climbing,
would save a lot.
Also, listen to this big brain idea. What if gargoyles dive bombing us in the air, trying to dragoon us, and could cast Featherfall? Then they would not get to dragoon us. OOC. Victor takes credit for that with his 18 intelligence, but I do not, because that was the mythic kids
Sibo.
that did that shit.
Sibo. Mad lad
Fucking
over
rock.
there.
The fucking rock was gonna drop 500 feet onto someone, and then they were like,
Oh.
featherfall.
Well, I'm sorry you guys didn't get to experience the rock falling. But
And walking away from it. Because barbarian.
yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, he can't record any of the spells here, and he's gonna wait till morning, and hopefully it's not raining anymore, to go out and, go outside and identify the items.
Okay.
You'll have to wait till tomorrow. It is still raining tomorrow, but it is not horrible, when he wakes up. It's just bad. So he sits in the entryway of the tower, like the front stoop, essentially, of the tower, and he will identify these items. Before we fast forward to morning, did you guys want to get up to anything that night?
I mean,
we have all these. We don't have any what you call it, recipes to make stuff. Because I know we have all this material in our storage, but we just don't know what to make with them.
Well, it sounds like Robin can start converting those healing droughts into healing potions.
Yeah.
because isn't that one of the beginner things that we already have access to?
Yeah, that's
Please,
definitely
sir.
one of the recipes that you have access to. It should be in your recipe book. Let me see. Nightfall recipe book. Herbs, alchemy, basic bitch healing potion. There it is. It do be requiring 10 successful checks, and then you would still need the silver dust, but you don't need the blood from a regenerating creature, or the blood of heroes, or the purified water, because you have the draught already.
Wait, is there silver? I'm looking at the recipe card. It just says all you need is the healing. It's the healing drop.
Oh, okay. If you have the healing drop, then you don't need the 25 silver. All right, great. Yeah, that works. Okay. not in the same document? Okay.
I posted a screenshot.
Oh, okay. So yeah. If you have the healing drought, then you skip to that step. Excellent. Okay. And then let's see. Ability checks DC 10, and that's 8 checks. So 8 checks at DC 10. That's not too bad. So during this long rest / camp, you get 2 checks in. Here, I can make you a downtime if you want. Item.
Sure.
Healing potion. Current progress 0. This is going to be a tool check. Your tools are listed as smartphone and flute. May need to add alchemist.
Oh, it's on the main on the cart.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring it over because I figured I wouldn't carry it during the day. I would just use it like when we're camping. To...
So they're saying to use wisdom. Do you have training in a wisdom skill? I could just make it that.
Wisdom skills.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, definitely perception.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my best one.
All right. Well, I mean, because
On-
you have
on your
special
first-
bonuses to it, or
On your first tab at the bottom where it says 2 proficiencies, you just hit a little checkbox there. Say alchemist tools and set it to wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll do that then. All right. Then I'll back out of this until you do that. All right.
It is set to wisdom.
Sweet. All right. Try again. Here we go. Man, you guys doing it all. Crafting now? Man, you're really just coming into your own. This is fantastic.
Do we have anything that we could craft with either tinkering tools or smith's tools? I see we have something called an onyx dagger handle. I'm not sure what that's from. Does anybody
I
remember
just
that?
gave myself the alchemist tools. It technically puts me encumbered, which is why I wouldn't. carry it
So
during the day.
just edit them to have 0 weight, and then just notate like in the cart or something. So
You have
that
8?
works.
8 of them? Were you dragging it over and over and it wasn't going away?
There you go. All right, healing potion, alchemist. So you can click it twice, it'll roll and see if you make any progress. Cool.
Were you asking me if I was clicking something?
Oh, to initiate this process, delete one of your healing droughts, because for better or for worse, it will no longer exist because it's being turned into a potion.
Grab a couple, so get rid of one of them. Okay. Done.
All right, sweet. So, any other things before we advance to the next day?
Does anybody know where this onyx dagger handle is from?
Gosh, I want to say it's from Death House.
Alright.
Remember there was that wall of like weird
Oh yeah.
trinkets and shit? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a piece of treasure that we can sell. I think it was worth like something.
Yeah, it doesn't have the worth on it, so I was wondering.
Oh, I can check. Let me go all the way back to the Death House.
We also have a mosaic art piece. It doesn't have a gold thing on it either.
I think that's also from the Death House.
Each of them is worth 25 gold, so you can add that to the description.
Alright, 25 gold for the onyx dagger, so we'll probably sell that at some point. And then the mosaic piece was 25 as well.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Alright.
Yep.
Recipe for charm of motion. Okay.
So I can roll twice on my crafting for the long rest.
Correct.
Oh, look at that. Oh my
Ah,
goodness.
damn.
I mean,
Okay.
do critical successes count for any more?
Man, let me check. Let me see. I think they do actually. Curse of Strahd crafting, magical cooking. Oh, nobody's like done any crafting in like so long. Alright, let's see.
It's kind of hard to do when
Yeah, constantly having
try
to
to survive
fix,
Curse of Strahd.
fix your body. Yeah, like all the time.
Well, and the first set of stuff that we found, we didn't
Oh,
have
it
any
says
money.
here, nat 1s and nat 20s do nothing special. Okay.
Okay.
But it's good that
Cool.
nat 1s don't do
Well,
anything. It's good
I
to know.
made I built Chris to invest in the crafting system, and then I made Esmeralda to invest in the crafting system, and then I got to Taylor, and I was like, I'm taking a fucking instrument. Like,
The instrument's been very useful for camping
Yeah.
and stuff.
And Anne's been is there for crafting too, but it's smithing and tinkering, so we haven't really had any opportunities to use any of those.
But now the pressure's off, y'all. You just vibing now. Working for the local lord, cleaning up some problems. It's nice. It's like regular D&D again. Yep.
All right.
Anyways, all right. Any other things happened that evening?
No.
Then we advance to the morning of the 13th. Remember when hitting the dawn button would? Oh, okay. It was like I thought it.
Yeah, you
was
have to
next day.
go an hour forward after you hit the dawn button for some reason.
It eventually caught up. It took a little while. There was like a delay where it's like, oh yeah, this will be the next day, and then the day changed. All right. So what do all these hard-won loots do for you? All right. So the girdle. Let's see. The girdle, which you two could be rocking this fine piece of equipment. The top is optional. The magic comes from the bottom part.
Oh my god.
Is this something?
You're the worst.
Okay. So, anyways, if you wear the bottom part of this, again, top is optional. Top is optional. It is a girdle of ogre power. Your strength will be 19 while you're wearing this girdle.
I had to
Wow.
refresh my page. Could you pop up a picture of it again?
Oh, sure.
No,
Why
we don't need to.
There you go. I guess if you wear the top part, anyone grappling you around the torso will take 2 points of piercing damage. So that seems right.
It does what? It sets your AC or your.
Your strength's a 19.
Strength becomes 19. Yep.
You guys are all pretty high on strength, right?
I'm at an 18, so
17.
17, so you'd get a +1 out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
give it to Victor.
With Jason, yeah, I was gonna suggest maybe giving it to Victor.
The oil is an oil of sharpness, which I think gives you better critical hits. No. +3 to attack and damage. It turns any weapon into a god killer weapon. Because remember, in the 5th age of magic, you gotta be +3 to hit and damage, or you cannot affect gods.
Oh, so we will need that potentially in the
For Vampire.
Yeah, for Vampire.
Oh, and some +3 weapons. Where the fuck we finding those?
You're probably better off just getting more oil of sharpness in this campaign. There is. I don't think he has any more silver ritual powder. Pretty sure you get. No, he does. You're saving that to use for the thing. Okay. What else? Oh, her staff is a staff of withering. This staff has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. The staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff. On a hit, it deals damage as a normal quarterstaff, but you can spend 1 charge to deal an extra 2d10 necrotic damage to the target. In addition, the target must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution save or have disadvantage for 1 hour on any ability check or saving throw using Strength or Constitution. Honestly, sounds like a good monk weapon. Really, it doesn't require a spellcaster attunement. It just says requires attunement.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I will say, outside of a rare event of like, planeswalking merchants coming to town, you will be hard pressed to find anyone that can afford to buy these items. So you may as well just enjoy using them. There are pipes of haunting, which are kind of nuts.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do this call the there's
those
like a
are
monster and
pipes-
Chult.
No, that's pipes of the sewers. They call the rats. Pipes of haunting have a fear effect. So when you play them, they have 3 charges. Let's see, and they regain 1d3 charges at dawn. This is crazy. So good. Each creature within 30 feet of you that hears you play must do a 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute. If you wish, all creatures in the area that aren't hostile towards you can automatically succeed on the saving throw. A creature that fails a saving throw can repeat it at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. A creature that succeeds on a saving throw is immune to these effects for 24 hours. So keep in mind that the way we do fear, that's a -4 to everything debuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's like do it first round of every combat.
Yeah. I mean, anything that's not afraid of fear is going to be just debuffed.
Yeah.
And really, you guys are at the level, and you defeated a strong enough opponent that, like, an item like this, I feel is a just reward. Like, absolutely. And then there is, the necklace that she had, which I think everybody knows what this necklace is. A necklace of furballs. Furballs.
And just to ask, fast hands wouldn't count as throwing a bead. You still need to be
Oh
an
my! It's almost
Holy!
8 beads on it. Oh baby. Man.
And you can't hurl the beads with fast hands, right? Or
It's activating a magical item. It's not casting a fireball, so yeah, you could do it with fast hands.
oh my god!
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, whatever, Rogues.
Bro.
yeah.
Halibor tooted a horn of blasting like every
Yeah.
round. Yeah, until that shit blew up in her face. And then I think she bought another one afterwards. I don't remember. Did we find a second one, Tom? Or was am I confusing that with Celasta's horn of blasting where we kept?
Yeah, that was the last as you got twice.
But-
you got 2 times.
But we did have it. Yeah,
You did have it in rhyme, and it
yeah.
lasted for a good while before it blew up.
Yeah, it was kind of awesome.
And when it blew up, you actually did some pretty good damage. When it blew up that one time, I think it took out Vito's brother. He was a construct.
Yeah, it was good stuff. So yeah, go ham, I guess. Remember,
Okay.
these fireball beads do not come back at dawn. But don't fall for it. Don't throw multiple beads at once. Don't be a chump. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh.
What do you mean? Oh,
It
you
only,
mean
yeah,
like...
it only increases the spell
yeah.
by 1 level. No.
Yeah, but when you have
fast
an
hands,
action, 2 bonus actions,
that's
you
3
can throw-
fireballs in 1 turn, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I think let's definitely let Taylor have that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a necklace of fireballs before. So it's pretty exciting.
All right, and so a veritable fortune on Bambalai Saga. If you consider the value of her spellbook and all these items, it was well over 100,000 gold and treasure. Oh,
And I mean-
there was one more item. A luck stone.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's solid.
But there were also 10 bullets, now that I remember, too.
me see what the bullets are.
I dragged everything onto the party sheet, so grab it off of there.
Okay, so the bullets are actual old-timey, like, flintlock bullets, but they are +1. So they are bullets prepped, but they're bullets prepped +1. There's 10 of them.
Okay. Do we want to start from the top? Girl,
Start from the top.
ogre, power.
Jason.
Jason
Victor.
can get +1. You think Victor? I don't want it.
Is it something that Wayne would want at all?
Is Wayne still playing gunslinger, or is he
Yeah,
like?
he's still a gunslinger. So you could definitely like set those aside for him if you wanted to.
Yeah, the
What
only
is-
reason I should even use it is if I was using it to get a higher set of armor or something. Otherwise,
I mean,
it's not really worth
Don't
the
you attack with
+1.
strength?
Well, I mean, a +1 is pretty good.
Yeah, don't you attack with
Let me
strength?
tell you.
Yeah, but it's all relative.
I mean, you can hold it until you get to 18 strength.
Or you could take it and never have to get your strength to 18.
Sure.
Yeah.
So here's the bonuses about giving it to Victor, right? He's still probably going to fail. Like, things are still most likely going to be able to grapple him, even if he has +4. However, he already probably has a decent acrobatics. Yeah, you can carry a lot more. I want it now. I'm kidding. Like, it's more for him to make like athletic checks to like climb. But we're kind of like, I don't want to say we're past climbing.
Or
I
stabbing
think-
somebody with his anthem.
He's already got a +6.
It's dex.
Very good.
Oh, it's daggers, so yeah.
Yeah. I think you should take it. The +1 is pretty. That's pretty good.
Now the
Okay.
question is,
Yeah,
does
I can
Jason
hold on
feel
to
like
it.
he wants to wear a girdle?
A girdle, yeah.
I mean, if we give this
Hey.
to Victor, you absolutely have to update his character art to include it.
Oh my god.
What do
it's
you
under, it's
mean?
under,
He
it's
goes
under the
on-
clothes.
Yeah. No one will ever know. I'll just I'll just hide it.
And you get hit a lot. That 2
I mean,
piercing damage could count.
You will cosmetically have like a very sexy waist.
Hourglass
Yeah.
waistline.
Okay. I can hold on to it for now if we want.
Okay.
Okay.
It's in the party loop, so you can drag it off of there.
Okay. I'll go over there. Too.
Alright.
All right.
Once-
Oilish sharpness.
Once you drag it out, I'll add the icon for it so that it feels, more immersive. So.
Oilish sharpness. We put this in our back pocket
It's inside the
for
party loop.
probably the last fight. Yeah, I don't think we even considered.
Here-
it.
here's
Who
the
should be
thing I
one
would say.
carrying it. Oh,
Yeah, someone should carry it. It shouldn't stay on the cart because carts die.
You want me to carry it? You said.
Oh
Who
yeah.
should-
You made the
who
most
should
attacks, right?
yeah.
Well, the thing is, the reason why I don't want to be the one to use it is I can boost my attack with E. So, don't get me wrong, it's fucking great, but I'll hold on to it because I'm least likely. I don't want to say that. I'll keep it safe. Okay, Staff of Withering.
Okay, and I'm gonna drag these bullets onto your sheet.
All right.
Staff of Withering. Alright.
I
While
don't-
it would be cool to be able to use it
I would
just
be
for the
interested.
3 charges and put it away, I would say it's a magic item, and if you don't magic weapon, if my weapon is very good for my class. Like,
I think Jason could use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so I'm
worked
gonna,
pretty well for Jason because
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
the-
sure I
The Vicious
can.
Club.
Yeah, I can. You know,
Well, you could treat anything as a sword, though. So the vicious club
Exactly.
is technically a vicious longsword for you.
true.
I was gonna say-
But this is an extra 2d10 damage on it.
well, only 3 times.
Only three.
Yeah, yeah, it's way more than I
Okay.
have currently.
But I mean, you can swap.
Well,
between those, too.
here's what I was gonna say. I don't think Robin has a magic item,
Hmm.
magic
I have
weapon.
the vicious lance.
A staff
Yeah.
can be used one-handed or two-handed, so you still have benefit. You could have benefit from a shield if you needed to, or use it as a two-handed weapon and gain all your two-weapon fighting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
We could do it there too.
What is the base of a staff do? I mean, and this counts as a
D4, I
A
think,
quarter staff with 2 hands is a D8, and with 1 hand is a D6. It's not anything to write home about.
Yeah, it's solid though. I should get the
The
extra
effect on
2d10.
it-
What's
great.
the spells? What's
Yeah.
the spells you can cast off of it again?
If there's no spells, it's just an
Oh.
effect when you
Just an activation.
recharges.
Okay.
When you hit them, you can activate a deal an extra 2d10 necrotic and force a Constitution saving throw, or have disadvantage on ability or checks or saving throws that use strength or Constitution.
The big thing is I am already attuned to 3 items, I believe.
Ooh,
Oh.
I allow attunement up to your proficiency.
Proficiency, so you can have 4.
I can afford. Okay, cool.
It's how I stick it to the artificers.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Think they're so special. Think they're so hot. Now everybody can have 5 items. Yeah. But
And you
Well,
can finish in a 3.5-year campaign at level 20 with 2.
oh, that was rough. Yeah.
One of those items that I am attuned to is the mist form gloves, and I don't know if I need to be.
Oh,
What does that do again?
one
Yes.
with those.
Yeah, they do. They would require attunement.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would
I
put you
don't
at
know if they
4.
have to be on me. I could give
Yeah.
them to someone else too.
That would put you at 4.
But you,
Yeah.
but you can get up to 4. So.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know how
yeah,
I
what's your
change it
fourth
on
one
your
right now?
new sheet. I think I'd have to go to the old sheet and change it and turn it back on. Maybe let me poke under the hood and see if there's
Alright.
something I can do.
I mean, I'm willing to take the staff and try it. But
It's either you
go
or
for it.
Jason.
I'm also,
Yeah, I mean, I think just
Yeah, you
for
can.
the sake of spreading around magic items, magical weapons, I think it's a good idea for you to have it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
you
do
Robert
also
can
have
take
the
it.
dagger of the seeker, which is a magic weapon. Too.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the
do
dagger
have
seeker
that.
and I have the vicious lance, so I do have both.
Well, if
I have two
if
things.
Darby can use the quarterstaff as a D10 or D8,
Yeah, a
he
d10.
treats it as a sword.
Yeah,
then
and do
maybe
the d10
it-
one-handed.
Yeah, I think that's worthwhile to do that.
Would it be a D10 one-handed?
Yeah, I got brute.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Then do that.
Okay. All right, Darby, you get the staff.
It's on this
I-
cart. Take it off. I mean, not
Okay.
the cart. The party
Okay.
sheet. You take it off of there.
Pipes of Haunting. God, this is like very thematic item. I mean, anybody could use it. I mean, I think it's thematically appropriate for Taylor. However, I have a lot to do with my action. A lot more than.
Well,
Along with
remember your amazing fireball thing is only gonna happen 8 times. So then so you don't need to factor that in necessarily. So being able to open a fight, assuming you want initiative, being able to open a fight with a
Would playing the pipes be fast handsable or?
yeah, it's an item interaction, like it's an
Oh,
activate. It's
okay.
activating.
it's using an item.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind it does say you have to be
so good. Oh, and you have to be
you have to-
proficient, right?
yeah, you have to be proficient within wind instruments to use the pipes. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
wind
yeah.
instrument?
Oh, I think I just have. If you're proficient in instruments, if you're
Okay.
yeah, like they're all.
I'm proficient in Okay, I'll take
So-
the pipes then.
Because it
Yeah.
felt weird to be so
Yeah, I think
specific
it's
about
weird,
instruments when
Something that- yeah.
it's so vague about everything else. Yeah.
Okay, the Stone of Good Luck, Luckstone. This is something that everyone wants.
I
I
say,
say we
It does
roll
require
for
an
it.
attunement as well. Yeah.
yeah, I say we roll for it.
oh, I was just gonna say go to whoever has the lowest wisdom.
Oh.
That'll work
The
too.
Stone of
That's
Good
the-
Luck.
That's not bad. Lowest wisdom, because that's the biggest liability. Is
Like,
people
I don't know who that
getting
is, but
mind controlled.
I don't think it's me. I got 13, so.
Because this guy flexes on everybody.
Well, that's
I
just
will
because of
put-
Samurai.
I mean, it's good for more than just wisdom.
Oh, it's good for literally everything. It's death saves too, by the way.
Yeah, it's like an item. I think we should just roll for it because it's just so good. Everyone wants it.
Only if Victor's included.
Yeah, I mean, he'll roll for it, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
What are we rolling?
And we should also
Roll a
include
D20.
Wayne, I think.
Yeah, roll for Wayne too.
All right. So here's Victor's roll. You got a 15. All right. I'll roll for Wayne, who's not here.
It's just dice.
He's here in
Wow.
spirit. He's here in spirit, though. But keep an
We need
eyes
the
out.
20.
Oof.
You can do it.
I'll try, David. Nope. All right. That's some high rolls there. Dang.
I told you, everyone
All right.
wanted it.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
wanted it.
All right. All right.
Wait, so you can attune to it? You have slots?
Mhm,
Well,
'cause
I
they
didn't
didn't take the staff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she,
yep.
she has room.
Yeah. Sweet.
And you said that's on the party.
Yes, it's on squat.
It's on SWAT.
Oh, can
Which
you
would you-
remove the necklace of fireballs and the pipes from the... I just dragged it from the chat.
All right, so I'll delete them. All right, Nexus is gone and pipes are gone off the SWAT. Did you already pick up the girder?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see. It's been removed.
Yeah, they're gone.
And the
All
staff's
right,
been removed.
and
so
I
just
will
grab the
remove
load.
all those things from Victor now.
God, what a haul. Go ahead and give Wayne the bullets.
I'm holding them for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can pass the rifle and stuff to Wayne too when he returns.
Wow.
You know, that AR-15 that we've had from the beginning.
I gotta say, that's some of the best magic item haul I've seen in a while.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, I mean, it cost us.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Raw-
it definitely cost us.
Raw, she is also the, I think, strongest optional boss in the campaign. So that's actually just her, that's her raw treasure. I did not add anything to that.
I don't know. I feel like
Shocker.
the abbot was tougher.
Well, the abbot was tougher. I'm saying raw. She was the toughest optional boss. Abbott was not as tough, obviously, as the one that you guys faced. But raw, he didn't have the insane drops that this one has.
Wait, the abbot's got insane drops, you say?
Well, I mean, here I'll show you an icon from one of his drops, and then you can tell me if you think it's good or not. So,
Ah, God.
no, you know what? I won't burden you with the knowledge. I won't. Yeah, you probably don't. Yeah, you probably.
Let's go
Right.
back and kill him.
I was gonna say we had.
We are eventually.
You know, if he got arcane lock, we gotta lock somebody in the chest. We can
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
one side and grab somebody.
yeah, you know. So,
Yes. Oh my God.
anyways, so yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So what are you doing the next morning? All this identifying, getting magic
All that
items, and then-
identifying and divvying it up will still take about 3 hours. And then
I guess we're
Yeah,
going to Krezzer, right?
if you guys want to go to Krezzik,
We'll sell herbs and have Victor blow all our money.
right? So it's gonna be 7 random encounter checks on the road or 2 fast travel checks.
Yeah, just say fast travel, and then go there, spend the money there, and then from there head to the winery.
Yeah, we can fast travel.
Alright, so somebody give me a d20 for your weather conditions during your travel. 14 is a +3, roads are a 10, it's only a 13 on your check. All right, the two people are going to be Anne and Taylor. Man, this Roll of Fate mod, chef's kiss, love it. Oh, Anne. I mean, double check. This is a roll of 1. Nat 1 always fails. 1 or more failure. Fast travel. Hey, I mean, there's like 100 different things that can happen. It can't all be horrible. It's not like, you know.
Be
It's
our
not like
cart
there's
gets
one.
destroyed.
It's not, or you know, you have to answer riddles or die. You know, something like that. That'd be
Yeah.
You want to use one of our factspirations?
And I got an inspiration. I'll go ahead and use it.
Okay. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So, Anne, you pass, and Taylor, you crush it. So that's 3 boons. All right. We got 19. We got what else? Need 2 more D100s. An 84. 1 more. A 13. Okay. So. Okay, I don't know how this will help you, but the weather clears right before reaching your destination, and it's such a relief that you have a spring in your step. You have advantage on dexterity, ability checks, and saving throws for the rest of the day after your arrival. So I guess until you go to bed or until midnight. Like
Time to go steal some shit.
like a Mogwai kind of deal. And then 19. Oh. Okay. The magically inclined in the party. So anyone that's able to cast a spell. I would say even if you're casting a spell from an item that has charges, the next time you cast a spell, it does not use a spell slot or a charge.
How long does that last?
Let's see. Each spellcaster in the party may cast their next level appropriate spell without using a spell slot. So it would last until you long rest.
So you're saying don't sleep.
Yeah, right? Let's see. So pin that. And then the last one is 84. All right. While you are walking along, you notice some of the rocky hillside crossing the bridge into the Kresik region has been struck by lightning. The lightning has revealed some fine minerals that you may collect.
Let's collect it.
All right. These fine minerals. Oh my goodness. These fine minerals are worth 1d10 times your APL. 90 gold. 90 gold.
Alright.
Rare minerals.
We'll sell those once we get to Kresik, and that'll be what we use to help
Oh
Victor.
wait. What kind of minerals are they?
Oh, they seem to be sulfur or some sort of pyrite. Why? Is there a particular mineral you're looking for?
I mean, if you said like adamantine, you know.
Oh, yeah, no, that would definitely be. That'd be the smallest piece of adamantine. Yeah, you'd be like, look, guys, do you see what I found? And everybody's like leaning in real close to see this speck of sand that you've discovered. It's like,
Well, there's
adamantine.
there's like a way to refine metals where you mix metals with other metals, you know.
Oh yeah. The problem with adamantine is it has to be worked with constant radiant damage, like to.
I know a guy.
You know,
We don't
that's
have a
true.
good relationship.
So I guess on that note, you guys would return to Kresik.
That's rolling so much damage. What the?
You guys have been all over the place. Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh, because it
3.
combines it now. Ugh.
And then 1, 2. So yeah, you guys get there about 3:30 in the afternoon. You'd have the whole day ahead of you. Well, now I'm curious. if I was able to salvage the one Krezk shop, do I have another Krezk shop? Yeah. So this Krezk shop is working too. It's just the Valakai shop that got nuked.
Almost that time.
Oh, we're at time, yeah. Okay. So, I'll take you guys to... Yeah, here we go. Village of Krezk. I'll just put you on this map for now. And then I'll throw down the Krezk General Goods. There you go.
He's encumbered too.
Yeah, it's very heavy. Carrying a whole store is apparently very heavy. I'll paste you guys down.
Oh, egocentric. Goodness.
And let's see. We'll throw Robin.
Oh, you might need to turn him into a shop sheet because it's like a normal NPC sheet right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's showing it as a shop. All right, hold on. Let's see. Token sheet. There we go. Tiny sheet. Default sheet. I may have to try and fix them before next session then.
All right.
Ocean of climbing.
Yeah, hold on. Huh. Yeah, when I open him up here in chat, he's fine. And then when I drag him out, him not fine.
Oh yeah. I guess we could just open him up from the thing, from the actor
you
sheet.
might have to. Yeah, you might have to.
Yeah,
switch him on the
it's
actor
working.
tab.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, it's working.
That's weird. Oh well. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's got a decent amount of stuff for sale too.
27,000 pounds worth.
Yeah, it's a little over encumbered. He's got that soap.
Yeah, we saw. We bought some last time.
He's got Cloud's Final Fantasy VII Greatsword. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we sold it to him.
That's a
I sold it to
collectible.
him.
I know. All right. Well, yeah, I guess we're at time. So, congrats on no one dying and all your like 100,000 gold and magic items and leveling up your wizards some more. This is good shit, guys. Now you're in a safe place, question mark, where you can continue to resupply, continue to heal up, and then wherever you decide to go next. If you're gonna try to pursue Van Richten to Yester Hill and swing by the winery on the way there, or if you're gonna head up to the werewolves and try to investigate the blood spear, we'll find out what you're getting up to next week. So.
Yep.
All right. Quick announcements. Tomorrow night we're doing a vodcast, question mark. Don't know what we're doing the vodcast about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but we're gonna do vodcast tomorrow night. And then I am running the two Kobold games once the Curse of Strahd games are over, so that'll be in this slot or the Sunday morning slot. So keep an eye out for that. I'm gonna be running Stolen Fate on Mondays with a mix of graduating players from the two different Outlaw games, so their timelines are going to be mushed together, which is actually very thematic for Stolen Fate. So we're going to make one new group out of two previous groups that both played the same adventure in different timelines, so that'll be kind of neat. And then I had mentioned on Sunday afternoon, starting in May, I'm gonna start running, I guess it's gonna be like a West Marches, but basically anyone that's interested will create a party, and then they will deal with a thing, and then you can bring those characters into another thing, make a different character if you want, or whatever people sign up for the different things. But I'm gonna start with the starter box for Dragon's Bane or Dragonbane, and then as long as I guess there's interest, I'll keep working through all of the starter box. But it's basically like it's called the Misty Vale. It's like a little Paradise Vale type setting where there's like an outpost of human settlers and there's a lot of shit going on in the area. And you just kind of go and deal with it in a series of like connected 1 or 2 shots. So that's a 4E, 5E, Hackmaster-esque system. Very brutal, very low magic, very old school. Has very Darkest Dungeon vibes to it. It is incredibly unfair. Your characters will probably die horribly or be maimed terribly. So it's kind of like this, I guess. If that is your vibe, if you're interested in checking that out, it's exceedingly simple gameplay, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to tell some pretty awesome stories. So just keep an eye out for that in May. All right, anybody else have announcements?
Nothing here.
All right, sweet.
When you say midday, what do you think of midday?
Well, I have Curse of Strahd Daybreak from 10 to 1, and then I've got Mythic Prep I have to do at 7. So I'm thinking like 2 to 5:30, probably like 3 hours and change. I say and change because this game's really weird. You level up after every session, but it's all luck-based leveling.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, so if you rolled well and you played well, you have chances to level up.
It's very Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, your skills. Yeah, but you don't. It's no guarantee that you'll ever level up. Because there's no like what do the gacha games call it? Pity. There's no like pity table or anything like that. I might add a pity table, honestly. I feel like there's some people in the server that could probably use it if they're gonna try to play this. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably make it 3.5 hours just to give me some wiggle room to talk about new rules and do the leveling up afterwards and stuff like that. So it's a system where you never get any like healthier. You don't really get any more durable. You just get
it sounds a lot like Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, you just get more efficient at what you're doing.
I hope the combat's not like Call of Cthulhu.
You pretty much die in 2 hits. Yeah. So I guess it is kind of like Call of Cthulhu, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, it's kind of the vibe.
Well, the issue with Call of Cthulhu is like they roll to attack and you have to roll to dodge, and every single attack there's so much dice being rolled, and then like the monster's gonna roll like 5 attacks.
Well, you have when you get attacked, you can parry or dodge, but if you, I could go on and on about it, but it's super punishing. It's just super punishing. Yeah, I don't know if how long it'll last, but I'd at least like to give it a shot. So
No, yeah, it could be cool.
Yeah. It's definitely enter it with the same attitude you have when you go to play Mario Party. You know what I mean? Like, you're just here to hang out and see what happens. There's no matter how good you are at mini games, you're probably not going to win Mario Party.
You can get sabotaged at the end when someone steals all your stars.
And then they're just gonna give Waluigi all the bonus stars anyways. So yeah. But yeah, that's my advice is if you do want to try it out, approach it in the way that you would approach a game of Mario Party. Like, just there to have some fun, see what happens. If you win, you win, but you're probably not going to win.
I do have an announcement. Before on the server I was talking about heists, and I remember looking at your thing again. So I'm planning to do a heist, maybe like 2 or 3 shot. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in Cyberpunk or I'm going to do it in Pathfinder, because I know I have a bank robbery thing already set up for Cyberpunk, but I kind of want to wait until the 2077 thing comes out for that. So it might be a Pathfinder heist, 3-shot, using a little bit of the subsystem that we talked about before, and I just like heist stuff. So I want to try and actually do like a really enjoyable heist, mini-series. So look out for that. It'll probably be on like a Wednesday night or Saturday morning.
Yeah, that
Alright.
I think that reminds me. Cadence has something posted too for
Oh yeah, if you want to play Cyberpunk,
Tales from the Rope.
yeah, if you want to play Cyberpunk on the server, Carsafona is running the same adventure pack that I did for our Cyberpunk group. It's the Tales of the Red Street stories, and he's getting ready to run that. So if you wanted to try playing Cyberpunk and you didn't watch, all of the one that we did already, that's happening on the server. I don't know if he still has spots left or not. I have to check. All right. That's it.
Alright. I hope everybody has a good night. And I'll see you next time.
Alrighty.
Hi, Crash.
Take care.
Take care, everyone.